And we're live. All right. And here we go. Maybe.
Almost.
Stand by.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulty. All right. Here we go. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions about the end of the day. Who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Welcome.
Howdy.
And today, because you clicked on the video, we're going to be talking about the coronavirus. But before we jump into that, make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRK Pod. Follow us on Instagram at WRK Podcast. Subscribe to our Patreon page, patreon.com/WRK Pod. There's a pretty fun roundtable talk on there that I had with the Comedy Club's own Sam Tripoli. I guess the Comedy Store's Sam Tripoli. But yeah, it's a good time. Check it out. I think like our lowest subscription is I think it might even be $1 a month.
Dude, $1 a month to support our dreams, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're just out here.
Help us buy booze.
We out here
Come
grinding.
Yeah, just sponsor a bottle for us.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, so check that out. Check it out. If you need any links, go to wrkpodcast.com. It's gonna be a growing website. There's gonna potentially be some t-shirt sales on there, some sticker sales. Slap them on your car, slap them on your mom's car,
Slap them on your mom.
slap them on your mom. Try it out.
Give them as a gift.
Yeah,
Give it to your dad for Christmas.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll jump into this whole coronavirus business after these groovy tunes. And there you have it, one of the catchiest openings in podcasting history. So how do we start this coronavirus episode? So I think where we start with this is, according to Wyon News, it's the World is One News, an Indian news channel. 10% of the world's population is now under quarantine. So if you thought this wasn't a big deal, it's getting there. 760 million people locked down in China right now.
Oh yeah.
In many different ways.
Yeah, it said like what over half of China's fucking quarantined right now.
Yeah, you can't go in or out.
Yeah. Neither goods either.
Yeah.
Neither what?
You can't get your foods.
Oh
or
yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
How are people living out there?
I don't know.
I mean, dude,
a
if
lot
I
of
can't
them are
get
dying in the streets.
Yeah.
You've seen the videos.
if I can't get my McDonald's, what am I gonna do?
I mean, people are getting handed, that's what one big question I'm like thinking, I know some people, you see videos, people are getting food, people are handing food out to people who are, kind of locked up. But I mean, that's going to run out. I mean, that's definitely going to run out.
I've seen the videos they're paying like a shit ton of money, like $20 for like a couple things of carrots and a squash, like
They probably out there sucking dick for carrot, dude.
dude, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Nah, sucking dick doesn't cut it this time. Okay. Sucking dick isn't enough. All right. Every
That
other
sucks.
country it works, but
So the coronavirus is in the I guess we call it the truth community, the conspiracy theory community, is a suspected bioweapon or even being used for population control.
What do you mean by bioweapon?
Bioweapon, it's like when you send an illness to another country.
But they're doing it on themselves, you think?
Well, who really knows what the fuck they're doing?
I'm just trying to speculate on what you mean by that.
China's the number one enemy of the rest of the civilized world.
If people are listening in to like that don't kind of understand the topic, I guess, which I mean it's been a pretty big topic, but think about how many people still are just
trying to find information from the get-go, you know.
I mean, you see news, you look online and everything, typing in and trying to find shit, about what's going on, and there's
just the same CNN reporter. You have to go fucking 10 pages deep in Google to even see anything.
And
that's why I just like, dude, I'm just looking up hashtag coronavirus on Twitter.
Dude, that's exactly it's fucking blowing up on Twitter. But like if you Google search it and stuff like that, it's the Convin-19 or whatever. It's like it's the name of a coin. So it's like they're splitting it fucking 3 different ways. You're searching for a virus, you're searching for this coin, you're searching for who knows what, so that you're not getting the right results. I feel like. Yeah, I mean they're just masquerading a bunch of bullshit in front of what is really happening.
Which to me is wild. Why? I mean, thank God for Twitter. Because who the fuck Googles anything anymore? I mean, when you just go on Twitter,
I Google it.
Dude, I try too, but I get fed up with that shit real quick because you think you find some article and it's all the fucking same.
Then you look up at the top of the page, you like read it, you're like, oh, this is really interesting. You look up at the top and it's written by The Onion, and you're like, motherfucker.
Do you guys ever like use any other sources for your web searching engines? Like I use DuckDuckGo is a good one. That they don't hinder your results, I guess is what it is.
No, I've never used DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, no, it's just one I found that I like, and
I always thought DuckDuckGo was for virgins.
I pretty much
you run around the circle and you're like, okay.
Yeah. Every web page, if you haven't looked into it, pretty much is going to tell you, from my experience, is everything's fine. Like they're telling the numbers are, bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad.
Everything's fine. Meanwhile, what was it yesterday? Like a cruise ship, 360 some people were diagnosed with coronavirus, and 14 of them are U.S. citizens.
Yeah, and they let them go, didn't they?
I did.
And it was like in fucking some port or whatever, and like the prime minister of it was some Scandinavian port, and like the prime minister, after they got cleared, it was like high-fiving them all and stuff like that. And
like, Corona.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck no. Dude, it's so bad. The Public Health of England sent out a memo saying that health officials advise schools that they do not need to close and send staff or pupils home if there's a suspected case of coronavirus. That's why people are thinking this is population control, because dude, fucking, what was it, 2 years ago when influenza B was killing people like our age, and they were like, oh, well, you know what, like, if you're sick, stay the fuck away. Like,
right.
Yeah. Like, and right now, influenza A is going around this year, and they're like, make sure during the weekends, wash your kids' lunch boxes, their mittens, their boots, like wash their boots. Like, that's how serious, like, even just the fucking flu is. And this is killing people on a scale higher.
Oh, this is higher. Worse than the flu. Every website will tell you this is the flu. It's not as bad as the flu. The flu kills a lot of people.
Isn't it? It's pneumonia on fucking steroids. It's a respiratory infection that literally makes your body fail. Exactly.
Yeah, and I was looking at these numbers, and they, pneumonia has got like an infection value of like, you will infect is like 2 to 3 people per infected person will infect 2 to 3 other people. I was looking at they got numbers on this that it's like you'll infect almost like 5 to 6 to 7.
I mean because pneumonia, like its incubation stage is not as like this stays dormant in a person, but it's contagious for longer.
So nobody knows about it. Until
people don't know they fucking have it until they've given it to how many fucking people. Like this spread across, dude. I was watching a map of like outbreaks in China, like from county to county or whatever, and it was fucking. It's like
boom.
What the fuck is a movie? 28 days later. Like when the map is just like infected, just growing out. And it's like one day, and then the next day. And it's like,
There's a video of guys, like one of the videos I was watching, you know, of people looking at dead bodies, and some guys like standing there, and he's just like, man, it's a lot of, you know, speaking Chinese or whatever, that's a lot of dead bodies. And the guy's like, he's like, yeah, it was just this last day.
They're all just laying on the fucking, just laying on the sidewalk and shit like that.
They had these guys in like body bags, like they were all wrapped up, like getting thrown into trucks.
I've seen that video though, where they literally just have people lined up fucking down the street, dead, like dead bodies.
They can't keep up with it.
Like what? How is that? Your sanitation department is, I mean, not even the CDC. I don't know what it's called in China, but something's wrong there, dude.
Yeah, I mean, they can't
like you can't leave dead bodies, dude. That's like the bubonic plague.
They can't keep up with it. They can't keep up with all the dead bodies. They're fucking. I heard they got the crematoriums fucking running 24/7. You know, they've got like these maps that you can see of all the fucking, like, they call them fires because they don't want people to know that the crematorium's burning 24/7, because there's a lot of looting and shit that's going on in fucking these towns. So it's like, but these fucking crematoriums are fucking lighting up the fucking map on Wuhan, you know, fucking.
Yeah, dude, Wuhan looks like fucking LA in the 1990s.
Dude, yeah, it's bad.
It's fucking crazy. And then the cops there, like, they don't have like any like stand down orders. They're just like they just beat the fuck out of people in the street.
Dude, you've seen those too, and it's not even just fucking cops either. It's other people beating the shit out of other people too.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's literally like 28 days later in Wuhan, China, right now.
Think about too. Like, I wonder. I mean, I don't know. Just to think about what's gonna happen. Like, not even to. I know this is very basic, but like kind of climate, you know, like if all these people are disappearing, like what's not necessarily climate, but like the ecosystem around China, like what's going to change in the future if this keeps going and fucking just kills it? Like, how many people? I mean, they're like, what? Like, I'm curious is what this type of shit with all these dead bodies, all this shit, like what does that do? You know, to like.
Well, I mean, think of how much of the disease is spreading if they're burning that volume of dead bodies infected with the disease.
That's what I'm kind of
burning
thinking.
them is all you can do.
I mean, do we know for a fact that gets rid of it? Because there's no known thing to stop this virus.
That's kind of where I was
heard
thinking.
That they've
like,
already come up with whatever vaccines that they have not tested on humans yet.
So CNN said that. Just kidding.
I don't know if it was CNN or not. I can't remember though.
Dude, and then fucking Bill Gates, the guy who has the patent for this strain of virus.
Yeah.
Goes on and says, "Oh, it might be a biological attack. It might not be." And it's like,
dude, you just pretty much said it was. Thanks for teasing.
Yeah, and his defense is, "Well, my wife has a foundation that feeds kids in Africa." It's like, cool, bro.
Sorry, I miss.
So you're saying
Bill Gates? Bill Gates
owns the patent for this strain of corona, or he's one of the people. He's on the board of the company that owns the fucking patent.
Oh, Billy G.
And he literally He posted, like, he was doing like a TED talk and talking about it, and he's just like, it's your fucking virus, bro."
Exactly.
But this is the same place in Wuhan that, you know, because didn't they say the same place that released this, you know, coronavirus was the same place that had like multiple other outbreaks back in like the 2000s or some shit? I don't know, releasing like
I never
SARS or something like that. Like
SARS had an outbreak there as well. But and it is the same coronavirus, but it's
But I meant like the same, like the actual same like facility or company or something like that having problems before. I saw that, past that somewhere.
I believe it.
I don't know. It's so hard to find some information sometimes when you try and like look something up.
We're either taking information from the Chinese government or the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Both are shady as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, and then you're fucking, if you're not doing it from there, you're trying to fucking decode fucking Mandarin. And I don't know how to speak
Dude,
Chinese.
And you're almost being like forced, like to just, the truth is being fucking forced to just not come out. Like, it's absolutely
crazy.
Buried
in the fucking lies.
Oh yeah, they're definitely burying the shit out of that.
I was watching in one of the clips. I don't know if you guys saw it. In one of the clips, it was maybe like 5 police officers that were standing outside of a house. Looked shitty, looked nothing special. But this guy, the only video where cops just weren't beating the fuck out of people. this guy is like standing there talking nicely, like, "Hello, yes, so we just came by as a friendly reminder to tell you that, you know, if that statement that you made on social media, well, we just need you to go ahead and retract that statement and just go ahead and make a new one. And just go about and say that, just tell everyone that you were wrong. Otherwise, we're going to have to investigate you." Which basically was code for we're fucking going to rip your door off right now and kill you. Like,
dude, they've been so many videos of them fucking
and
taking people.
Think about that person. In my mind, that person from that video, whether she changed her statement or not, she's probably dead. Like, even.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about the point where in Hong Kong they just had riots how long ago, and now there's fucking a big old virus where everybody's got to stay inside.
Yeah, I mean, but fuck, I don't know. That's where it gets
a weird situation, because why would because
it doesn't start in Hong Kong,
right? And
yes, but Hong Kong is closed down as well.
Yeah, they are. But is that gonna stop people from fucking throwing bricks in the street?
That's it. It's a weird,
yeah, dude. I think it would. I think if you scare people enough, they're gonna stay inside their homes. They don't want to die.
Man, I don't know. Hong Kong's a whole weird place because Hong Kong's only been a part of China for like 20 years.
They're not. Right. Wait, what do you mean like a part of China?
Hong Kong used to be owned by the Great Britain.
I thought they still had I thought they were still separate though. Like there's a contract that said that they weren't.
China said that they will let them do this. They will integrate them in from what they've been.
Right, for a certain amount of years.
Yeah, the contract's been like a huge debacle and that too. Like
they're trying to like shorten it or something, like
just
shut it down early.
Basically trying to be like, all right, it's been long enough. Like you guys are a part of us now.
Right.
Which, I mean, what they talk about and stuff, like, the way that, China is compared to Hong Kong, like, I wouldn't want to be part of fucking China. Did you see what they just did to all their people? Theoretically. Who really knows?
I mean, that's the thing. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now is like, did they start this virus to get rid of political dissidents because it's fucking, I mean, what's better to make people stay in their house other than, oh shit, there's this big ass virus, and if you don't get inside, you're gonna fucking die.
But I just don't understand this. If there were orders for this to actually happen, like the orders have to come from outside the country. What motherfucker in China would say, "Yeah, I'm gonna risk my fucking life"?
Mao.
A lot of them do. I mean,
that's why they're a communist country now. It's because of the reign of Mao. He took away everyone's gun and massacred his own. He killed more of his own people than Adolf Hitler killed other people.
So
all about patriotism.
That's where I'm saying whoever does it is chilling probably somewhere safe. On a beach somewhere.
It's not affecting the elite class in China. It's only affecting the poor people.
Yep. And they're saying, well, a lot of it has to do with the conditions of the poor people, though, too. I mean, if you're not fucking, I mean, I've seen a lot of that shit. And they're like packed spaces, fucking not clean at all, kind of shit.
Slums.
Yeah, dude. If you're fucking washing your fucking body every day, do you think you'd have a problem as much as these guys that don't fucking wash their hands after they wipe their butts after they poop?
You guys will wash your hands after you wipe your butt? Are you crazy?
It's a waste of water.
Waste of trees, dude.
Yeah, we only got one Earth, bro.
Wait, you guys use? But I don't use toilet paper for that. I just use my hand.
Yeah, no, I just stick my ass in the shower and turn it on, dude.
I just try and like dip my butt. I lift the seat up and try and dip my butt into the toilet.
That's how Dylan got ringworm.
So it's the poor man's bidet. Like,
okay, no. So I think like one of the most fucked up things that's come out of this is like memes and shit like that, and like YouTube hoaxes.
Oh, the hoaxes, yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like this guy got arrested yesterday or the day before that for faking being ill from coronavirus in Moscow. He got 5 to 10 years because he was literally in a crowded subway, just falls over and starts twitching and shaking and shit.
Which I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like,
I feel like with the climate right now, I feel like that. Yeah, like you can't be doing shit like that. That'd be like that'd be like me going into the middle of a fucking crowded place and yelling, "I have coronavirus," and just coughing in someone's face.
Yeah, that's pretty loud. But what about the people that are in China that are actually going around coughing in people's faces?
Well, yeah, I know, but this guy's literally just it's called an act of terror. Like it's classified under, at least in U.S. law, that'd be classified under terrorism.
He's probably up there.
Did he say anything, or did he just follow over?
I don't know.
I mean, you could.
I've seen the video, but I don't know
what if he was? I mean, in America, you could pawn it off as being
right,
like
but he admitted to doing a YouTube hoax. He was a YouTuber.
All right,
doing a hoax.
Yeah,
for
that's
his YouTube
kind of
channel.
yeah. That's
and he's not the only person that's done it. There's a guy in the U.S. that did it. There's people in other countries that have done it.
Which is fucked. If you think about it and you think people are doing hoaxes, what's it going to take for it to happen in the U.S., but for them to pawn it off as,
well,
it's just a hoax.
It becomes so much less serious when we let people get away with making it light.
Well, and then you're wondering who's actually got it and who's actually doesn't have it.
It'd be like fucking someone and being like, "I have AIDS," like after you fucked them, and being like, "Ha ha 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 ha." It's a fucking epidemic. Like, you can't get away with shit like that. That's literally, I mean, I know it sounds extreme, but that's exactly what it is.
Wait, are you joking if you have AIDS or after you have AIDS?
It doesn't even matter.
Okay.
I still think it's just, I just think like that's something that makes me think about it. Like, not saying that guy obviously was doing a prank, but what happens when the next guy, gets a coronavirus and then they just play it off? Not like a joke, not like a joke, but like, well, what they've been doing everywhere else is saying, "Oh, he's just got a cold or something, dude. He just got the flu.
Right.
He's dead now, but he just had the flu." I don't know.
It's like, if it wasn't like an epidemic, like it is, it'd be different. Like if it was like, I don't know.
So is Ebola an epidemic?
But this serious shit. Like if we think someone has
not
this,
on this scale.
If we think someone has this, I don't fucking want.
I
don't want fucking it anywhere near me. The second I hear someone having it in Iowa, I'm fucking locking my doors. I'm just staying inside.
But at what point? I mean, like, I remember being in high school and everybody was like, "Oh, you got Ebola," just everybody was making fun of it. I mean, at what point can memes be memes and what point
but this is
not?
different. This is a guy going to a crowded subway and acting out him having the fucking coronavirus.
He's just acting.
It's not him being like, "Oh, I coughed, I have Ebola."
If you videotape
but
it,
it's
though,
so different. It's not even comparable to what you just said. It's not even comparable.
If you videotape it, it's a movie.
No, it's not.
It's just like if you videotape yourself paying a girl for sex.
That's literally faking bioterrorism, is what that is.
I understand where you're coming from.
But you're making an argument that you don't even believe in. It's kind of frustrating.
I know.
It's really fucking frustrating me because this is fucked up.
I mean, I get where he's coming from, though.
No, but it's not even comparable.
But I know it's not comparable, but I get where he's coming from.
At what point? Okay, this is I do believe in though. At what point can you make jokes? And what point is it considered terrorism?
When you go on a crowded plane and pretend that you die of the virus.
No, that's extreme.
That's terrorism. That's what he did. That's literally what he did.
But to a lesser scale of that.
But
like joking, being like, if you cough and you're like, "Oh, it's probably corona."
At what point?
Like, that's different.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. At what point do you draw the line, though?
But yeah, well, I mean, you're comparing apples to oranges right now.
But
this guy literally goes to a crowded subway and pretends to die of a virus.
Right, and
I understand that. That's very extreme, and that's not called for. And
you're comparing that to people coughing in high school and saying they have Ebola.
What I mean, that's a spectrum. Like there's
a spectrum like that. What
but
point?
It's not even comparable.
But at what point do you draw that line?
When you do shit like that.
Okay,
but say
you're the government and you're like, "Oh, well, you can't even joke about this anymore." So somebody jokes about it on the internet and they go to jail for it.
Yeah, but that's not the
that's
way
what
this
would
guy
happen.
did it.
But I understand that's the way this guy did it, and it is horrible, and that is terrorist. I understand that, but at what point can the government be like, "Well, now you got to retract your statement, or we're gonna fucking come into your house and fucking kill you"?
The point when you're breaking the law when you're doing it. The point when you're breaking the law when you're doing it is when the government can intervene. I mean, is
that breaking the law?
So was that breaking the law?
It was in Russia.
I mean, because that's extreme. Like that's extreme.
But in the UK, if I were to on social media call somebody a faggot, I would go to jail.
Yeah, but
would you go to jail for calling someone a faggot in the UK?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like. I understand, but I'm saying
we're talking about bioterrorism, and you're
I understand, but at what point am I saying does the government have the right to call you a terrorist from not being?
When
So
their people keep electing people that
so if I'm
allow
on
them to take it away.
So
Like,
if I'm
it's
on
not,
this fucking web, if I'm on this fucking channel that's saying that, you know, I think we should fucking be hanging the people that fucking make the laws about us fucking having gun laws, because that's illegal to the Constitution. Am I a terrorist then?
No, because we have freedom of speech
In America?
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. So what
they're gonna extradite you to
I would
England for something that you said about American politicians?
So I would have freedom of speech to do that on the subway, like this, what that guy did.
Yeah, people do it all the time.
To say
people literally stand outside the subway with signs that say "Hang so and so." They're taking away our constitutional rights.
So okay, exactly. So what's the difference between that and me going, you know, I've got fucking COVID-19.
I'm talking about a guy that did this in a different country, though.
I understand that, but I'm talking about here. I mean,
as far as the line goes of comedy,
if it were to happen here, I don't know, because no one's been arrested for doing that here.
I understand. I was just trying to relate it to us in America, because that's
right.
That's where
that's where I'm
on
at.
a spectrum of like that. On a spectrum of comedy to like how far do you go to the point like that obviously is faking that shit on the subway.
It's fucked up. Yeah,
but I mean, you take it back to a point of there's, you know, where not even like even further than memes go though, you know, like there's obviously a line somewhere here that it's like there's so many different things you could do that are like before this line, you know, different things you could do, and then you're crossing the line, and then oh shit, you shouldn't have crossed that line, bro.
Well, then maybe there should be, and then maybe the new line gets put out there. I mean, at what point? Because in China, you can't even fucking make a meme that the fucking dude looks like fucking Winnie the Pooh.
If I lived in China, I wouldn't make memes. I'd get killed.
You would get killed.
Yeah, I'd get killed. You would get killed if you made memes in China.
I feel like the level of epidemic this is becoming, I feel like any fucking around with it is like Ebola was a fucking joke because like 30 people died throughout the whole thing worldwide.
But that's what they're trying to make it as with with this. They're trying to make it as a joke. Oh, this isn't very bad. You don't have anything to worry about.
The news is making it that.
Exactly.
So yeah. The news is making it that. People
they're crossing.
Average citizens are fucking freaking out about it.
I feel like
I'm worried about. I have to fucking get in an airplane on Friday and fly to a different state, dude, and then fucking 4 days after that, I have to come back in an airplane from a different state.
You're gonna get quarantined, bro.
I'm just like it's like I'm nervous about it because I fucking read up on this shit. Right. So I think people joking around about it when it's this level is. I just think it's unexcusable.
But who knows what level it's at? We know because we research it.
Yeah.
And we don't even know. But these people that fucking don't know shit and the YouTubers that are just making fun of it because they think it's just like Ebola and just like the fucking hog virus and the H1Z1s and the fucking whatevers, you know, and the flu. They're just making fucking fun of it because it's just they feel like it's just the same as these other ones.
Yeah, I know, and I feel like there should be a fucking demonstration made out of whoever does it the worst.
For sure, like a demonstration out of it.
Yeah, I feel like the fucking.
I think
if someone because
when it comes to something, I think this
dude, the CDC, the Patriot Act. If you do something like this in America, you have no fucking freedoms. You get locked in a cell. The key gets thrown away.
For fake coughing and having a seizure on a subway?
You can, yes.
I don't. What is the Patriot Act?
The Patriot Act is after 9/11. The government can detain you without right or reason. You have no trial, jury.
But because that guy did admit to it, because the guy, like, I think the only thing that, like, if he didn't do it for his YouTube video or anything, just laid down and coughed. I mean, if he didn't admit to anything, like, what would happen then? Like,
see, I would say it was an artistic stunt. And what were they going to do? You can't.
Well, I would say
you can't. I wouldn't do anything about your freedom of expression.
Let's say you're putting people at fear for their life. It doesn't matter. It'd be like me going on a subway with a loaded AK-47 and unloading it. I mean, like, it was artistic expression.
But
I mean, that is exactly what it is.
That is exactly. If you were going there and be like, I got Ebola, is that the same thing?
But let's say you didn't say anything. I don't know. Let's say you didn't say anything. You didn't.
It's not at this level though.
You didn't
Ebola
say
was never at this level.
So let's say you didn't say anything. You just literally straight. If in my mind, like, yeah, you could be fucking stupid, cough, and go on the ground twitching. If there was nothing, you didn't tell anyone what you were doing, nothing, and you just straight up fucking fell over and started coughing. I mean, that's fucked up. But as long as like maybe you got something else. Maybe you're hurt. You know, how do people fucking pin that on you?
Well, you keep comparing Ebola to it, but this fucking strain has killed more people in the first day of the outbreak than Ebola did in its entirety.
I understand that, and people that don't know that, don't research it, don't know that, and they're equating it with the swine flu and the fucking bird flu, the avian flu, and,
right? But how do we police that?
And you can't, because people have freedom, dude.
Okay, but so you're saying that people should be able to go on the subway and cough on people and tell them that they have coronavirus and call it art?
No, you can't.
That's
cough
what you just
on
said.
people.
That's what you just said.
No, if you cough and fall over, well, I didn't know he was coughing on people. If you cough and fall over and seize up, I mean, that's different from coughing on people, like in somebody's fucking face.
I think it's just a whole. It's too big of a topic. There's a whole fucking there's a whole fucking spectrum. It goes. I mean, there's lines everywhere. It's just a whole spectrum of fucking what's right, what's wrong. I mean, I think there's right answers everywhere and there's wrong answers everywhere. You know what I mean? It's fucking impossible to really be like. I feel like everyone is allowed to have the opinion to be like, this is right or wrong, whether it's right through the country or whether it's, not like bylaws or anything, just, like whether it's fucking actually okay or unokay to do. The train was definitely, that's an unokay thing to do, because I don't want someone fucking freaking everyone out in Iowa thinking that we all have, because as soon as that happens, I'm locking my doors and I'm not leaving.
It's making people scared for their life to get money off of fucking YouTube is what it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, and you think about what it could cause too. I mean, like, maybe we don't say that is, if we just say falling over and coughing, let's say, for no reason, it's not a YouTube, you don't admit to anything. If it does scare people though, I mean, the repercussions of doing that, like it could cause people could freak out so much. Riots in the street could start happening. You could start burning down towns and shit. Like that's where it's like crossing the line
right now. The town is fucking getting burned.
Right. But I mean, just like, I think it sucks because it's like doing something like falling over coughing. It's like, I feel like I should have the right, but if I was doing it as a joke like that and it caused all this, then in my mind, like that's morally wrong. Like if you did it around your group of friends and then afterwards could say, hey guys, I don't actually have the coronavirus, I was just fucking with you, I think that's okay. It's a mean joke, but then that could cause,
you're doing it public with people you don't know. I think that's where the line needs to be drawn.
That's where, if you wanted, now to me, some guy doing that, I think that's fucked up. And I don't know how I feel though about the 5 to 10 years. I feel like, I think an example sometimes like needs to be like, this isn't something you should fuck around with. I'm cool putting a dude
on probation for doing shit like that.
I don't think
5 to 10 years, but
that's a little. I'd say I'd give him a year. I'd be like, dude, fuck you. Like, go sit in fucking somewhere for a year. What if people on that subway like don't know it's a joke? People who left that subway, not don't watch the media or anything. No, just went and leave, and they're like, holy shit, they go tell their family it's fucking here. We need to go fucking raid stores. Don't tell anyone else about this. But then all of a sudden it's like fucking telephone and everyone just starts looting and burning towns down and shit, which is probably happening in those countries surrounding China. I mean, as soon as you think that there's an outbreak, first thing that's going to happen is buy everything, fucking, pillage and fucking all of this shit.
What you need to buy is beans, bullets, and booze.
Beans, bullets, and booze, and a sex doll if you don't have a sexual partner. Because you're going to get real fucking lonely if you're locked up. Just saying. Or just buy a sex doll anyways. I don't know. That's just a good investment. Am I wrong?
Dude, the best thing about a sex doll is if the fucking, if it starts flooding, you can blow it up and use it as an inner tube.
I mean, can a sex doll get fucking the coronavirus? I don't think so.
It can be a host.
If you have coronavirus and you blow it up with your own fucking lungs,
okay, well that's
fucking. Don't take that on the subway and you pop it. I'm fucking shooting you in the head.
Don't share sex dolls.
A Justin Bieber blow up doll filled with coronavirus.
Oh Lord, it has to be Justin Bieber.
Justice Bieber.
Justice. Well,
so I think the thing, like, the YouTube pranks, they fucking drive me insane. But like there's this one meme that I saw on Facebook that just kind of was like, you guys are putting out the dumbest fucking propaganda I've ever seen in my life. And it was Generation Z freaking out about Corona. Meanwhile, millennials not sweating it after surviving West Nile virus, H1N1, bird flu. None of the illnesses, like none of those illnesses are on this even comparable to. Like, I remember being freaked out about West Nile.
West Nile was the
West
one.
Nile,
I did not want to be bit by a fucking mosquito.
Yeah,
dude.
I was in Minnesota on a lake when West Nile virus was a thing. And I remember like staying up watching the news with my grandpa and just like freaking the fuck out. And the fact that Generation Z is freaking out, like if it wasn't for young internet users, I feel like the coronavirus, it's like young internet users and then people our age are like the only people that fucking are talking about coronavirus and the scale that it is.
Oh, yeah.
And then the people in China, obviously.
Yeah, the people in China are going to jail for fucking talking about it.
I mean, think about the people who are older. Like, I mean, imagine the conversations between older motherfuckers who are watching CNN religiously. Like all these older generation people who are so used to just watching the normal fucking media sources and stuff, and like they're probably just like chill about it.
Oh, dude,
the numbers when they talk about the reported numbers versus like what the possibilities of the actual numbers are so fucking off that it's insane.
Yeah, it's like it's not even measurable.
Like what? But they still like. Oh man, dude, it's crazy.
My grandparents watch a lot of Fox News, and I was down there in Texas, and I was fucking just like screaming at the TV, and I was like, "How can you guys fucking watch this bullshit?" And like I was just pulling up fucking shit on like statistics on my phone. I'm like, "Dude, look at these." Da 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 da. And they're like, "Oh shit," you know? It's like, dude, these people are fucking
lying to you.
And you're like, listen, Grandpa, I'm trying to make money explaining how fucking wrong the mainstream news media is, the corporate news foundation, and how fucking corrupt our government is, how corrupt that government is.
Whoa. Yeah, I think it was like I was hanging with my family and we were talking about, you know, this was just like basic election shit, but it was like the whole Open Secrets website is amazing because it's like as soon as someone talks about anything, I could just whip that open and be like, look, here's who they're getting paid by.
Yep.
This like these media sources are just fucking lying to you. And I feel like people take that and they look at it and they're like, wow, that's crazy. But then they go home and they sleep and they forget all about it. They're like, Dylan's not that interesting. I don't even remember what we talked about.
Why is Bernie Sanders getting $500,000 from the U.S. military? You know? But then talking about, we need to lower the military budget. Well, if you didn't get paid $500,000, I mean, that's pretty.
Why is Tom DeLonge getting paid by the military? Why are we funding this?
So this is something I found on Twitter that I thought was super interesting. So according to Senator from Arkansas, Tom Cotton, Wuhan had a biosafety level 4 super lab, and it researched human infection diseases.
Affection or
infections?
Infection. Okay.
Affection is like when you really
that was Adam and Eve down the street.
What was the name of this company? Do you know?
I don't.
Wait, say it. This was
it was a government ran facility.
Are you talking about the Wuhan facility that was researching it?
Yeah,
I fucking dude. I wish I had my notes, man.
This isn't the same one with the same letters as the Raccoon City, right?
No. This is fuck, dude. Maybe it starts with an R. I can't fucking remember, dude.
Raccoon City.
Yeah, exactly. I need my notes, man. I forgot them at home. Son of a bitch.
But okay, so I've seen like pictures of that one that's got like the umbrella corporation symbol on it. Is that the same one you guys are talking about or no?
I don't. Could be. All I know is it was a government ran facility.
Yeah,
that was testing. Dude, it was the only one in the country too.
And in Wuhan,
yes,
that was
okay,
they said
it is the same one.
Well, it should be the same one that was right next to that. They said was, however, far from the from like the fish markets and stuff like that. And that's when they were like trying to blame it on the markets releasing it, even though they were like, I don't know how far away, but they were pretty close.
Dude, well, I've seen a lot of videos of they're fucking like burying alive fucking like a bunch of fucking,
just
fucking
farm animals,
home
animals.
Yeah, dogs, cats, dude.
They're
killing them, putting them, leaving them in the streets, dude.
There's pictures of one of the things from the video I don't know if you guys saw this too, but they're fucking they're throwing their animals from their buildings.
Yeah.
And like just fucking, oh my God.
Yeah,
It makes me so
the
mad.
Simpsons made a fucking joke about this 10 years ago. They called it Apocalypse Meow.
Well, some like professional dude in fucking Wuhan was like, there's this fucking, your animals are what's doing it, and so everybody's killing their dogs and shit and the cats, and it's fucked up.
I tried to go like Google search it, which I shouldn't have done because I did
never
not
gonna go to China.
I did
guarantee
not.
you, Peter will never fucking go to China.
Hell no.
But they like, oh, we're staying in America.
People are saying that the whatever coronavirus that animals are getting, or at least canine coronavirus, like that's where I was like seeing stuff about them saying, well, the canine coronavirus doesn't
transfer to
humans, which I don't understand. I tried to look it up quick, and it's just like
it's the way their metabolism digests it.
Trying to find shit on Google is fucking hard.
Well, yeah, because there's so much misinformation. You have to go 10 pages deep.
Right.
There's so much misinformation. You have to literally, I'd believe an Onion article about the coronavirus before I'd believe a fucking Washington Post article.
You gotta look up that DuckDuckGo stuff, dude. It's
I'll check that out too.
It takes away a lot of that misdirection.
I'll check it out because I literally am trying to so many times for this show when I'm trying to learn something, because Lord knows I need to learn because I don't know enough, and I literally am just so fucking tired of just maybe this article is different. The title of the article is promising. And I read through this whole article, and then they're like, but really, in reality, it's all bullshit. And I'm like, fuck, damn it. I was so close.
I got to the last sentence.
Dude, I swear, I read an article about this that was talking about something I can't remember. But yeah, at the last part of the article, I was trying to skim it. And it was saying how, but yeah, in actuality, it's not even, a big deal. And I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Give me 2 minutes of my life back. You fucks.
Yeah. So the craziest thing I thought about Senator Cotton, he's like the most throwaway fucking candidate ever. Senator Tom Cotton from Arkansas. Like, and he's the person speaking out about this. Like, dude, he's next election cycle, he's fucking gone.
Yeah.
But like Wuhan is where the first outbreak was recorded, and due to the nature of the virus, the government wasn't able to contain it. And we'll get into the nature of it when we get into the John Hopkins Center of Health and shit. But it's like they weren't quick enough to quarantine it, because by the time that they had found out about it and found out it was an outbreak, people were already gone. They were going to celebrate Chinese New Year.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is, man, you can just hop on a plane and be halfway across the world in fucking couple of hours, dude. It's
I don't know,
the time on it is fucking crazy now.
Transferring that is crazy, but it just blows my mind that this happens in just like one of the most populated places. I mean, like, oh, it's fucking insane how you literally can transfer. Oh my God.
I think in the more populated places is where it's always going to happen. Like, and what strikes me really weird about this flu or pneumonia is that it's like, so in the 1720 we had a flu, 1820 we had a flu, 1920 we had a flu, and then oh wow, it's 2020, let's have a flu again.
Is that their cutoff year? They're like, they have it in their laws. They're like, you can't do this until 100 years. And they're like waiting. They're just like, they have their finger over a red button. They're trying
to get the best one, dude.
They're counting. It's like their own New Year. They're like counting down. They're all like 10, 9, like everyone. I don't know.
I mean, what if that was a cloud? What if it's the 100-year fucking purge of humanity kind of thing? I mean, you gotta sacrifice people somehow.
I think it's one of those things that's totally like. I mean, I'm not saying it's bogus, but it sounds to say that we have something happening every 100 years is what kind of can sound bogus. But even if it is bogus, we should be preparing and protecting. Like I don't know. I feel like with Twitter and everything and people fucking waking up and shit. You know, because I mean, it's not just young people on Twitter. There's older people too that are on the chats talking about this shit. So I'm hoping it just wake.
When I said younger, I just meant like in general. Like it's
mostly us. It's mostly young. Dude, like there's barely any older. But then there's some out there that are. I think everyone's waking up.
If you were to look at the prepper groups, a lot of the prepper groups are like fucking 40s, 50s, 60s, and it's like they saw this shit coming, and now they're.
Talking about like the doomsday prepper type people?
Yeah, a little bit of,
Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. I would. if you imagine being that age, like in that generation, and being like, you guys don't understand. I built this underground cave and all this food because this shit's gonna happen. Like shit's gonna hit the fan, and you guys don't understand. And then you become the guy in the community who like you don't get invited to game night and stuff like that.
Jeff Goldblum and escaping his fucking bunker, and just to find out he was fucking right,
dude. Yeah, it's
dude, fucking for real though. What a fucking shitty way to end the movie. She fucking beats the fuck out of him, escapes, and then she's like, "Oh fuck, he was right. He went out of his way to rescue me, and I fucking killed him."
Wait, which movie?
Cloverfield Lane, 11 Cloverfield Lane.
Cloverfield.
Wait, that was the one where they were in the underground bunker, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the guy fucking ended up killing the one dude.
She thought that he just kidnapped them to like keep them in the bunker to like make a family out of them, but he was really trying to fucking save them.
But okay, so it's been a while. In that movie, he ends up killing the guy, but that was because he found the guy was like working on a weapon or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember.
So he was going to kill the guy for making a weapon, but then at the end, I think he just seemed really fucked up. Like I don't know. Yeah,
I've never seen the movie.
The girl escapes and then she gets fucking taken away by an alien ship.
I've never seen. What if?
A good, but yeah, like it makes the guy seems like a genuine dude until you're like, wow, he killed the guy. But if I was in an underground bunker and let's say life was at stake and some guy is gonna look like he's making a weapon to kill maybe me, maybe her, maybe both of us, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fucking womp you, dude.
Wait, did I say Jeff Goldblum? Who the fuck is it? It's not Jeff Goldblum. Who the fuck is that guy?
It's that confused me.
I've never seen the movie.
It's the guy that plays the fucking. He plays Walter and fucking
Henry
Big
Winkler.
Lebowski.
Yeah. He's
What the fuck is his name?
Dude, oh man, I should know this. I fucking remember.
I always blank on names when we fucking go live.
I just don't know names.
Well.
I didn't know we were going to talk about this today.
It's okay.
Why did I bring this up?
I'm going to figure it out.
But yeah, so like if you're watching on Twitter and Facebook and paying attention to this, you can see videos of government workers welding doors shut to keep people locked inside their houses.
Talking about real quick, let's just backtrack before this goes too far.
Right.
Jeff Bridges.
Is that his name?
Never heard
Jeff
of
Bridges.
the dude. Don't care.
Are you sure that's the guy?
Never seen the movie.
Yeah, I mean Jeff Bridges is the star of The Big Lebowski.
No, that's the guy that plays the dude.
Yeah, the dude.
You're talking
Walter from The Big Lebowski.
Oh well, let's keep going with it.
Yeah, screw that shit. Who fucking cares? Not I. You think I looked that up? Fuck, I just made that up out of nowhere.
Jeff Bridges, suck my dick.
I was like, I thought about that, but as you were saying that, I'm like, wait, I remember that guy in the movie, but I was like, I'm having a mind fuck. It's been so long since I watched that.
Also, we didn't mention this in the fucking intro. If you're watching this on YouTube, this video is definitely going to get flagged. So do us a favor, like and fucking subscribe if you're watching. We got a very passionate debate between me and Michael the last 15 minutes. Yeah. And hey, look at us. We're fucking BFFs again. Well, I could kiss him. I could crawl across his table and kiss him on the lips.
Well, we would have to do that, but I think fucking
Patreon. Subscribe to Patreon, I'll do it.
Robert Hamilton's got it right, dude. You ain't got no fucking Hawaiian shirt on right now.
Yeah, I know. Dude, it's just been so cold down here in the studio the last couple days. I was like, the last episode, I'm surprised you couldn't see my nipples through my shirt.
I was going to say something about that post, but then I thought, wait, I don't want our viewers listening, straight up over like Spotify to know that AJ's not in a Hawaiian shirt. I think that pissed a lot of people off.
Dude, it's just fucking cold. It was like negative 30 degrees for like a week straight in Iowa.
Yeah.
Like it's been cold.
Does it
I've been
feel
playing
good?
Games in pajama pants.
I'm saying, yeah.
Does it fucking long johns?
How does it feel wearing like a nice cozy sweatshirt? It probably feels pretty good.
I've had this thing since high school. I love this sweatshirt. But yeah, no, dude, it's fucking
He looks
crazy.
cozier than a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just comfy. I'm in my comfy clothes. I gotta work tomorrow, okay? I usually have Tuesdays off.
Yep.
Tuesday's my one day off a week because Monday I work on the podcast and every other day of the week I work on podcast and at work. And so like Tuesdays are like my day where I'm just like, all right, if I want to day drink, I'll day drink. If I want to fucking just chill, play video games, I'll chill, play video games.
Right.
If I want to entertain myself with some jazz cabbage, I'll do that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Jazz cabbage is one of the healthiest things you can eat.
Hello,
You
Emma.
can't even.
Anyway, rolling on. So what were we? Oh yeah, the fucking government welding apartment buildings doors shut,
Yes.
which they did do in the SARS outbreak.
I mean, but that's pretty fucked up. You're gonna are they welding people inside of places?
Yeah, welding people inside their apartment buildings.
And you better fucking have some food with you.
There's-
You better have some
Well,
beans, bullets, and booze.
that's where I'm confused. Like some of the videos that I saw, people who were given food by other people through the doorways, like there was multiple ones where the doors would open just enough to fit the bag through, but they were chained shut. So I'm like, well, what happens if you fucking weld the door shut? They're dead. Those people
they're like
gonna
welding
starve.
bars. Like it's weird. It's like a L-shaped bar kind of. So they weld it on the side where the door opens to, and then it makes it so it can open just enough.
Oh, that's what they're welding.
Yeah.
I thought they were legit
they're
just like
going,
welding it shut. And I'm like, those people are dead, dude. There's no way.
Stop there. It's like I've seen videos of like government officials like at gunpoint putting people back in their apartments.
They've got guns
and then
everything.
they have welders like tack welding on the fucking L frame to where like, hey, we'll be able to bring you stuff, but you have to stay inside. Like, are you fucking
fuck
kidding
you
me?
guys, dude. That's why I've got.
At that point, I'd get shot.
No, I would fucking.
Could you imagine though?
I'd be doing the shooting, dude, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Point.
Imagine this kind of virus. Like this is totally just fucking fan fiction right here. That this is like going on in America. Our government's trying to do the same shit, trying to lock us in and shit. It would not go down the same way, dude.
Oh no, people would be shooting, dude.
We're starting to live in the fucking our government's starting to push towards what Mao did like fucking 140 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fucking insane. It's literally
I think
just thinking about it, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
Dude, I think how this world as we see it is gonna be a lot different in the next 5-10 years.
I think it does. I don't know. It scares me because there's so many people talking about
itself is just like
definitely.
we haven't like this is like I mean
there's
not really a lot of recorded history around it.
We haven't seen
this is striking me on like a bubonic plague level is what
that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen anything even like this since the fucking polio outbreaks, I would say.
Yeah, like our grandparents don't even like if they're still our grandparents don't like
they saw polio. My grandpa had polio in his throat, and he can't even talk.
Polio in his throat?
Holy fuck. That's how he talks.
The one that you just visited?
No, the other one.
The other one.
He doesn't like to visit that grandpa. He likes to tell a lot of stories.
I can't understand him.
It's like the really deep version.
A lot of people died from polio, and like there's a lot of fucking misdirection on polio as well. A lot of people are saying that it was the fucking it was the vaccine that killed a lot of people actually, and I don't know what the truth is to that, but
I feel like that's just anti-vaxxers saying shit like that.
Could be. Do you think
fucking one Playboy artist or Playboy model that fucking wrote a book about how her kid was perfectly fine and didn't get vaccines, and everyone started following her in her footsteps?
And she died.
Jenny McCarthy or whatever the fuck her name was.
No, it's Melissa McCarthy. I'm just kidding.
Isn't that the fat chick?
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah. So what do you think about like with people being so anti-gun though, and like, I mean, watching this demonstration of how a government can just fuck your shit up, like fuck your citizens up, and you just have no rights. Like, I mean,
no defense against their government.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are people who are talking about we need to get rid of guns? Like, are you gonna wake the fuck up and realize that, dude, you want guns? Like, you don't
want guns to protect against the weird dude down the street. You want guns to protect against the fucking weird dudes that fucking on Main Street.
Dude, I watched a video. Someone shared a video that I had to click the uncensor this video on Facebook, and it's this guy walking up with a gun to this group of people. There's kids around and everything, and he's holding the gun, walking up. This chick just pulls out a gun. She whips out a gun and just fucking blasts him, dude. It might have been Michael. Okay, it's probably Michael, but yeah, dude, it was that
hot little lesbian with the pink Beretta.
Dude, she just fucking whipped that shit out and fucking blasted him, and it's like, dude, that guy with the gun could have been the most powerful guy in the whole block area. If no one had guns, he could have been the most powerful guy.
At what time period would the cops have gotten there? Fucking 10 minutes?
He would have,
killed a lot. You could kill a lot of people.
I spent a lot of my life growing up outside of town, like, and it took me, 22 minutes to get home from high school?
Yeah.
Like, how long is it
cop's
going to take a cop to fucking show up out there?
Yeah.
Especially too, like, what's it gonna take to steal someone's car? They're not armed. Just fucking shoot them. And you already, I mean, not to be grim, but just fucking. I mean, if you're going Grand Theft Auto style, you just shoot someone and take their car.
Well, they got in I think New York and fucking California now. They've got fucking laws that, like, if you go to jail for certain things, you can get out the next fucking day. You can get out hours afterwards for fucking violent crimes, for fucking a bunch of shit, dude. You can just fucking.
Yeah, it's probably just a population.
Well,
thing.
no, not even
Well,
that.
I mean, just
Yeah, we don't have anywhere to
jail
put you,
population.
so-
No,
don't
they
have
fucking
anywhere.
they pass laws where it's like, oh, if your crime's not fucking this fucking on the scale, we're gonna let you out. You
Yeah.
know?
Probably 'cause, yeah, like the
Well,
population.
yeah,
and shit.
population stuff, but it's
I think we should make everyone who just gets in trouble just needs to. We should force them to just go work at McDonald's.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We're just
but
going to have a lot of shitty McDonald's burgers.
don't we already?
never go to McDonald's.
I'm just kidding. Actually, sometimes I go to McDonald's and fucking some of the nicest people. I feel like I could.
Yeah,
Some of the nicest people.
you just gotta treat
Some
them
really
right,
some
dude.
really bad people, but some nice. It's like any place, but
Dude,
there's
you
some
can-
super amazingly nice
I feel
people.
like as long as you treat the people at McDonald's right, they're gonna hook you up with whatever you need.
Exactly.
Do they still got those little like cookies at McDonald's? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
No fucking clue, dude.
Dude, I remember like when me and Austin Good were fucking hanging out a lot, we'd fucking be like skateboarding around and shit. We'd go to McDonald's and fucking get these little fucking cookies, and they would just give them to us for free.
They knew you. They were like, man, these kids are homeless, dude.
These kids look homeless as fuck,
Where are
man.
their fucking parents?
They would
dude?
just give us these little fucking cookies and shit, and we would fucking be on our way.
Are you sure it wasn't like the free dog treats that they just hand people?
It might have been, dude. That's why I probably haven't seen them since. I'm like, you guys got cookies here? They were like, no, dude. All we've got is dog treats.
Yeah, we've had these dog treats. It's like, yeah, no, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, I'll take. Can I have like 3 of those? You guys got like milk? Can I have like a glass of milk, please?
Oh, dude, we'll just give you this shit for free, dude.
Dude, I think about that though. Like, look at how fucking like how many people these days, like half the people I talk to are just against guns, and I'm like how fucking daft are you? Like, fucking protect yourself. You're not gonna go into a fucking video game and they're gonna say like, "Yo, do you want a gun or do you just want to run in with nothing?" You know, you can use your fist, but do you want a gun? I don't think guns are good.
See, I think there's a time and place for your pistols, and there's a time and place for your pistols.
For your fistols and time for your pistols. Pistols is if you're just a badass, man. Fuck it. Not me. I'm not a badass. Give me a fucking gun. I'm not.
I mean, if there's no reason for you to pull out your fucking hands, there's really no reason for you to fucking. I mean, when you got, I mean, that's what a lot of Waterloo is nowadays. Motherfuckers, instead of just fucking throwing hands with each other, they're fucking trying to fucking kill each other with guns.
Right. I mean, gang violence is big. We got the highest fucking. I think we have the highest in the world of like. I'm not sure.
In the world, and I think Iowa at least.
Well, no, just in the U.S. I think compared to other countries, like per capita, gangs per capita. Not like there's other.
They meant Waterloo in general.
I mean,
I think that's number one in Iowa, for sure.
Little Chicago, dude.
Little Chicago.
That's what they call it.
Little Chicago. I swear,
Little
fucking,
Sebastian.
A lot of people I meet from Chicago, and they're all fucking great people. All great people. But I mean, not to say that there's also a lot of other people from Chicago.
I mean, they come up from Chicago and then they come up from fucking St. Louis and beef like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
that's where
dude.
It all comes
If
down
you,
to.
I remember back at Peppers, we worked with some guy that was very passionate about. If you remember, he was very passionate about being from Chicago and how if you weren't from Chicago, the people from Chicago were we were hardcore, like imagine someone sitting there, the same type of person saying, nah, if you were from St. Louis, like then you really had some nuts, like that's all it would take for those people to beef. I could see it now. I could just fucking see it now. Those people shouldn't have
I
guns.
see that so fucking frequently, and I'm just like, shut the fuck
God.
up. You're not hard.
Dude, I'm way harder than you, dude. I've been hard since I took this Viagra this morning.
Yeah, I'm so hard I could fuck 1,000 people right now.
Dude. Which is so true, man. People just get this hype train. But I mean, still though, even with all of the gang violence and shit like that, they want to try and ban guns. I'm still like, no, fuck. If I'm not in any gang violence. I know people are in the crosshairs of it, and it sucks, but it's what happens when our government turns on us. You know who fucking the enemy of my fucking enemy is my friend. Those gangs are going to be the people that are fucking armed and dangerous.
Chicago is a gun-free fucking city, but there's still shootings every single fucking day.
Well, let's go back to it. That's where gangs originated from, was for trying to protect their cities, and then it just kind of, and then the fucking government fucking kind of divided them into, oh, now you guys are gonna fight each other instead of us. But originally, gangs were, oh, I'm gonna protect my block against the fucking cops. You guys are gonna protect your block against the cops.
They had their set districts and shit. Like they were like, this is where we work. Don't come into where we work.
It was organized.
It was organized. And I think that was great. Like we look at it now, like think about back in the day, you had, like we talked about, what was it? Fucking is JFK, right? Fucking who was talking about, who was all for the mobs, turned around and fucked them over, right? Yeah. But I mean, before that time and shit, like, I mean, when that shit was thriving and they were just out there fucking running shit, our government wouldn't dare to do anything because they probably were controlled by, the fucking mobs and shit.
I mean, dude, the mafia was so fucking, back in the day, was so hardcore that you would have to ask permission from mob boss to kill off someone in your fucking mob.
Damn.
Like, that's how it used to run. Like, you'd have to be like, hey, your guy Frankie, he's been running out on our block selling that crack. Like, right. We want to take him out. And they'd be like, oh, well, he's been disrespecting your district. Go for it.
Fat Frankie, huh? I know Fat Frankie.
What was he doing? He keeps robbing our McDonald's, dude. It's like, fuck. Like, we're just trying to keep the peace. Like, think about it back in the day. Like, even like you got in other countries, like your fucking Pablo Escobar, who's fucking donating fucking money up the ass to just fucking poor parts of the country and shit. Just like, those are the people actually trying to help the people.
Well, Pablo Escobar started off getting fucking help from the CIA.
Right.
And then the CIA was like, no, he's getting too big. We need to take him out. And then it was a SEAL team with the fucking Colombian government that took him out.
We should do a Pablo fucking episode.
That'd be a series of episodes.
We should do one, dude. Let's do one.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, make our own TV show about it.
Instead of Narcos, we could call it Nachos.
Nice.
So now we're starting the second hour of the show. Fucking get back into this whole Wuhan thing.
Wuhan.
So I know you and I have both definitely seen the videos of military personnel dragging people out of their homes and throwing them in vans and just driving away.
Mm-hmm. Where are these people going?
Yeah, exactly.
Are they going to fucking
burn pit?
You think so? You think they're killing them?
Dude, I don't even think that's just the crematoriums going. I'm pretty sure that at this rate, it's got to be just like mass.
I've seen
mass graves.
You've seen the maps as well of like the fucking fires going on in China. And they're not just fucking like wildfires.
And it's not a crematorium. Yeah. Dude, there's got to be mass graves.
Well, there is actually fucking, okay. So I was looking at this one fucking, this one video, and it was like, it showed you this fucking mass wildfire going on in Wuhan. And then it overlaid a fucking Google Maps image of it. And it's fucking going, and this fucking fire, this huge fucking fire in Wuhan is going on at a fucking, place where they fucking smelt metals and shit like that. So they turned it into a crematorium is pretty much what they did,
Dude, I would be surprised if there wasn't fucking burn pits just with bodies in them.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, I mean, if they're doing it with fucking animals, they're doing it with fucking humans too, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
They're trying to exterminate the virus, but it's not working.
I don't understand. I don't think that they can exterminate. I think they have the fucking
But even the
vaccine.
cure, if they did even have the vaccine, what they said back in the day of when I don't remember what disease it was when they were talking about making a cure, mass producing it, and sending it out took at least 6 months.
Okay.
So I mean,
in 6 months, how many people die in 6 months?
A lot.
Yeah.
They've already there's already, I don't even know. Does anyone have like the actual like
I've seen
a guesstimate? Like there's people who have said
so according to the stats that have been released by the Chinese
been
government,
released.
so this is what's been released. So due to their population size and the 1.1% infection rate per citizen and the 2.75 mortality rate per citizen or per infected citizen, the death toll is estimated to reach around 15 million infected and 400,000 deaths by the time it's all said and done.
Which
honestly, is a low ball because
that's a very
because the Chinese government, what is the number right now? They're saying like 1,300 people died of it.
Oh,
and there's just bodies lying down the fucking street.
It's not even close.
So I've seen some numbers from like 2 days ago or whatever, and they were saying over like 2 million people have been infected and over like 500,000.
Well, they have to.
They think
literally have to be.
500,000. Yeah, people have said they think like they say first of all take the what the government, like what the news and everything is saying, times that by 10, and then on top of that, fucking think about all the shit that's 43. Not even looked. That's not it. So
multiply by 10, add 43. That's the real number. You got to heard it here first.
Yo, it's fucking bonkers that like that's them trying to. You know, like if you look at how many people are dying like every day from it, and like I feel like half the people are dying just because people are just beating the fuck out of each other. Like,
dude, there was crazy videos like
videos so
they're
nuts.
Just fucking smashing people's faces in because I don't know why, because they don't got masks on or what. I don't know.
I saw this one video, and this is I didn't want to talk about this. I was watching it when we were all hanging out on the old Discord, and I was just I held my tongue because I just was like fucking mind blown. But there was a woman like climbing the side of a building, probably about 7 stories up,
and she jumps off.
And no, it looks like she's trying to climb, and it looks like, I don't remember, but I think the guy from the video looked like a guy in white. That's their fucking evil name, the guys in white, but fucking looked like a guy in all white was fucking like grabbing her and trying to fucking hold on to her, and then eventually she just falls off and floats down like a frisbee, and she was probably hit some bushes and was probably safe.
Yeah, because you heard that fucking
I heard the tunk.
Yeah. Ugh.
It was a very brutal ass video to watch, but like that's the shit that's
that's what's happening there. I think now.
Dude, does China or America have a higher suicide rate?
China, isn't it? Or wait, is it Japan or China? Japan has never mind.
Well, I feel like, dude, if this shit starts going down in the United States like it's going down over there, people are gonna be fucking jumping off buildings. People are gonna be fucking killing the shit out of themselves, dude.
I don't think people. I mean, not saying like this is a hard topic. I don't want to be a dick about this.
Nah, dude, go ahead and be a dick.
I mean, well, because like I've had friends and shit, suicide and everything like that, and it's like it's such a hard topic to say, but like I don't think that. I feel like that shit would happen more out of depression over. It's something that gets your brain fucking moving. Like I think when you think of something like this as such a crazy thing, your brain goes into instinct mode, stay alive. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like your brain is just like, dude, stay the fuck alive.
I can see it.
It's not depression. It's not, and I think that's a huge part of, problems with that. But this is like literally stay the fuck alive. Like I feel like suicide rates and everything like that would go down because people are just like, I want to stay alive, dude.
Well, you think the right people would be staying alive. But the weird thing to me about this fucking whole Wuhan thing is the spreaders, I guess, is the people going around and intentionally coughing and spreading this virus on people.
Okay. So talk about that. There's actually people like, what do you mean? We have recorded people talking about that they're going around and spreading it or they're on purpose?
On video. They've got people of like taking like coughing in their hand and like chucking it at people, dude. Like fucking going, and fucking like throwing it at people's faces and shit. And there's a whole bunch of videos that fucking people be just like coughing in each other's faces and they're getting beat up because they did it. But like, I mean, once you got this virus, you got the fucking virus, I guess.
So there was actually a video, one of the videos I was watching, and there was two of them. And this is why it makes me really weird. And I was like, what are they doing? And this is kind of confusing. And I was very, very, very like, this is like a scene from a movie that people from their elevators in like China and stuff like that, they have like disposable wipes, I guess, that you take disposable wipes and from like, it's like hooked up to the elevator, disposable things that you take off and you hit a button with. So you're not touching other people's shit from the buttons.
Right.
Videos of people like this. I didn't even know what she was fucking doing at first. I was very confused. And she's like putting it up to her mouth. She's like taking the sheets, putting it up to her mouth, and then shoving it back inside of the fucking thing. Yeah. And I was like, I looked at that. I was like,
so there's
are you fucking serious right now?
There's a lot of videos of these I would call them spreaders, I guess. So why do we have these people spreading this virus? Are they like pissed off that they have it? And they're like, well, everybody else is gonna have it now.
That's maybe.
Or do they know that they
misery loves company?
If you spread this virus, we will give you this fucking vaccine that we have for it.
Yeah, or is the Chinese government inciting them to fucking spread the virus?
Yeah,
dude, that could be.
For what purpose? I mean, what?
I don't know. I don't want to even assume how the Chinese government operates.
Not the purpose, but like for what? Like what would the person get from it?
I don't know. Their family gets to live.
That could be. I mean, think about that. You know,
exactly
I mean,
they
technically their family doesn't live because they're gonna die because they're gonna kill them. You know, but that's where I think it's like it's hard for me to understand. I don't know other cultures, but in my mind, other cultures, it's on a spectrum of how smart and dumb you are. And I mean, and how like brainwashed is your government making you, you know? So like part of me wonders like what spectrum are they at where, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Like to what you're saying, what at what point are they taking word from their government as fucking faith?
Kind of, but also like how easily are they tricked, you know, because they're not thinking independently. Not necessarily that they're not smart, but how independently do they think? Because they're so populated that I feel like they almost think in like, not saying it, but they think in like hive minds that you know, in a weird way, like if a more populated area has more of a hive mind thought process, because I mean you think the same shit as other people that say shit and you're like, wow, I want to be cool. I don't want to be the dumbass that disagrees with these other like fucking 15 people who are standing next to me walking down the street because there's fucking millions of us in this block. I don't know. Makes me think that they're really easy to like, but I don't want to say that because that sounds really douchey and dickish, and I don't mean that. I just don't know. You know what I mean? Like I want to say there's other cultures that are not as smart or not even as smart. Like we're dumb as fuck. When I think of America, I think we're dumb as fuck. But when I look at people like us, like individuals, even our nation, our social media is kicking off to where I feel like people are becoming smarter and our eyes are being opened. To them, I feel like, I don't know. Are their eyes being opened? Do they have people like us that are like trying to dig deep? I mean, I feel like there would have to be because there's so many of them.
Because it's illegal.
That's exactly. So that's where I think that's exactly what I was trying to get at, is that I think there's so many things that the Chinese government, like they can fucking do whatever they want.
Oh, they do. They
do whatever they want. They could do absolutely anything. So I would be scared as fuck if we didn't have any guns and our government was fucking talking about this shit. I'd be scared as fuck. I would be absolutely, oh my God, I'd be terrified.
There's so many like, what is it called? Intellectual theft property lawsuits against the government of China. That's just like, there's like, oh, whatever. We're just not even going to like show up. We're not even going to acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a whole documentary about cars that they're stealing car designs from American, Italian, fucking French,
Mm-hmm.
German industries, and they're just like, yeah, well, just like what? We're gonna show up to court and you're gonna tell us we can't make this car anymore. We're just not gonna show up because we're big enough that it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah, I think it's fucking crazy. Their way of life is bonkers beforehand, but after this whole thing, dude, I can't believe this is happening right now. I was thinking about this like while I was watching all these videos, like this is fucking insane. This is the like, I think even someone said with how many people are actually quarantined, it's the biggest in history. I don't know with the whole fucking
10%
Mao
of the world.
but I mean, biggest.
Well, Mao didn't quarantine anyone. He just said either you give us your guns
Kill,
or we'll
but
shoot you in the street.
But I mean, I don't know how many people he killed, but I mean, shit. Now, like someone said, I don't know if it's factually correct, but the way he worded it sounded like a pretty smart guy. So I'm gonna just go off of it. Biggest we've ever had of like a quarantine. Like that's fucking insane. People are driving cars over people and through shit, and like it's fucking
people don't want to be quarantined.
What's the last quarantine that's even relatable is the bubonic plague, right?
Spanish flu in 1920.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spanish
but I was gonna say
flu.
the bubonic plague, like that only affected what? Italy, fucking Italy, France.
Yeah, but if you
those country, like the Mediterranean Sea countries.
Well, if you were going back to the Spanish flu, the yellow fever kind of thing, dude, that happened in America too. Fucking dude,
right.
When I was in fucking Georgia, dude, I was in fucking Savannah, Georgia, and they like showed us the fucking doors to where they fucking like they had catacombs underneath the city where they buried people.
Right.
A whole fucking catacombs where they fucking buried people, and they were like, "Well, this shit's said to be haunted." Well, duh, dude. You got fucking 20,000 people buried.
They probably
buried.
buried. Like, there's probably still a few people that have stayed alive by like just eating other people. Like,
dude,
I don't
that'd
know.
be fucking weird, dude.
It could be.
Have you guys ever seen the movie As Above, So Below?
Oh man,
the French catacomb movie,
dude. I remember seeing the commercials for that. Holy fuck! I can't believe I forgot about that movie. That movie looks nuts.
It's not like a scary movie. Like it's categorized as like a horror movie. It's more of a thriller,
like a suspense kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because the only things I watch are rom-coms and horror movies, and then sitcoms. Like, so like it's like that's the three things I watch. And I guess superhero movies. So I watched 4 things, but. Yeah, it's just, and it didn't classify as like a horror movie, but I've watched it probably 4 or 5 times now.
Really?
Dude, it's a really good, like, it's like a.
But there's a bad guy in it, right?
It's like a hit. Well, there's not really a bad, like, your own dark thoughts are the bad guy, or you're like your own worst moment is the bad guy in that movie.
Right.
And it's all about like fucking this actual, like, I never knew that Nicholas Flamel was an actual person outside of Harry Potter until I watched that movie, and then I was like, hold up a minute, and I looked it up. Actual guy.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never heard the shit around.
Nicholas Flamel, one of the most popular fucking people who have been like who gets put in all sorts of shit.
Yeah, I thought it was just a Harry Potter thing. But
so real quick, so Emma, just because I love you and I have to say, says she feels like they have secret social media platforms.
Yeah, apps
that government supposedly can't monitor. Is that?
Like,
I mean, I guess
you got
like we got like Ducky, Lucky Duck, fuck. I don't know.
DuckDuckGo.
So
you need to get VPNs on your internet, guys. If you don't have private internet access, then you guys are.
I think about that. I've thought about that. We all from the start. We should have been doing different VPNs. We should have been like off the grid, even though we talk about
private internet access
all the time.
Private internet access, I will tell you, that's one thing that will help you guys out.
So one thing that I picked up when I was talking to Jeffrey Wilson from the Conspiracy Farm podcast, he was describing China doesn't have an internet, it has an intranet, so it's internal, but they have network apps that allow you to talk to people outside of China,
like WeChat and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and you
right.
can
Michelle the Great said WeChat. It's called. Fuck yeah.
And Rick Dusk said earlier the video that you were talking about the girl climbing on the 7th floor. It was her trying to escape quarantine, and a white guy grabbed her. And
so okay,
pulled her
but
out.
this is where I was also looking at that. But no, the video that I was watching, this motherfucking girl or whatever is climbing up. Why are you going to be climbing up? I know maybe to get away
Get
from
to the
him,
helipad.
but like, yeah, are you waiting for a helicopter to come? Like, is that the
waiting.
extraction point? Are you an Escape from Tarkov and you're trying to get to the extract point? Like,
she's
fuck.
fucking has that fucking, you know, that coronavirus fever, and she hears Arnold in the back room go, "Get to the chopper."
Maybe that's what they idolize over there is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they just all think that a helicopter will come to the top of a building. I mean, I don't know. It could be. We don't know what their civilization is like exactly.
Have we talked about how the Chinese government tried to take Wuhan, like tried to erase their internet?
No, but I was thinking we needed to talk about it. I was just thinking about that because
I have no idea about that at all. I have zero idea.
They are taking off. They're off the grid right now.
Yeah, like there's no internet
access in Wuhan.
See, which is, dude, it's so fucked up. Like how, like if the government really cared, if it was really a like, I mean, what does it go? It goes epidemic and then pandemic. If it's crazy, if they're in an epidemic state, so what they're calling themselves right now in an epidemic state, right? Or they're trying to deny that as well. I think they're trying to make like different levels. I think what I was watching, they're trying to make different levels. So they have like new classifications that they made. So you can't just go from epidemic as something that's releasing to pandemic. It goes epidemic, something, you know, like it's not, it doesn't jump straight to just pandemic.
They randomly put up like new stages, be like, oh
right,
no, it's not a pandemic yet.
Something I read probably had, I think it had like 5 or 6 different stages before it hit pandemic, which is what they, like it said, like they said what they created. Like I don't have my notes, dude.
Like the movie Basketball.
I can't remember the shit.
Just like, no, you haven't scored yet because you have to get to third base before you can score.
yeah, exactly.
Just create more rules, dude.
But so that's holy fuck, dude. They're fucking wilding out over there, cutting off fucking internet. Like that's something that's like your government should be like saying like, hey, like we've been outed by the whole world. We should probably not cover this up as much as we have been, but really the higher power, like you said, the richest fucking Chinese people plus with the other world powers.
Well, I mean, okay,
so they have an agenda, dude. This just fucking, if they are actually cutting out internet, like why would you do that?
Because of all the,
you have a fucking agenda.
Well, maybe there's a lot of fake shit going on.
But if you, so let's say you hire 200, 300, 1,000 people. Let's say you hire 1,000 people to post fake shit. Like that's a lot of people that you're just trying to say, hey, like go out, post fake shit, compared to the amount of people that are in China with technology that could be posting the truth, that are posting the truth.
No, well, they don't know shit because their government's not telling them. So they get these fucking information from these fucking third-party sources that are like, oh, this is the fucking zombie virus, Wuhan style. And then fucking Raccoon City fucking comes along and shit. And it's like, I don't know, dude.
You're saying that they're unaware that they are under.
Dude, they're literally flying drones throughout Wuhan with a QRS code to scan to give you governmental updates because they don't have any other way to get information.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the worst part about
that's what they're called, right? QR, or is it just QR code? I can never fucking remember.
Who knows? Dude, the worst part about it though is that, you know, I don't know, that they're fucking, the people in the cities don't know what's going on.
That's where my previous, I guess, point was, is that they're just not.
Well, they're so cut off from the rest of the world.
Right?
It's just like it's like it's not. They're not willfully ignorant, but they're forced to be ignorant.
It's like the North Korea that we don't notice.
Exactly, it's like North Korea that we don't notice.
It's just they're unknowingly ignorant.
They're fed this information and they can't find out differently because they don't have internet right now.
Yeah, well, they can't fucking find it out. I mean, they find ways to find out what's going on in the rest of the world.
Dude, like different that's one thing I would really like to stress, dude, is private internet access, dude. That's one thing people don't really understand. You can fucking be I feel like at this point in America, you can be tried for anything you've said on the internet.
Right.
Even if it was a joke.
I feel like maybe it's too late. Maybe we should set up a VPN. It's probably not too late.
I don't fucking care.
Who knows?
Let's do
Who
it.
cares? Fuck it.
You guys want to, since you guys are pausing, you guys want to know a thought I had earlier today?
What's that?
I had this thought that, like, man, I wonder, like, what CIA agent is, like, is being forced to listen to our podcast, you know, just to check for shit. But then he's actually like, dude, I love this shit, dude. They got it all fucking right, dude. He's like telling his friends, like, yo, these fuck, dude.
You gotta check out this podcast. They're totally nailing us right now.
Dude. Like, dude, it sucks we're gonna have to kill him in like 5 years, but like, fuck, these guys are on one.
Well, his probably name is George.
It's all right. I think we all lived a pretty good life, right?
It's fucking cousin Lenny is listening to our podcast. We haven't talked about
dude.
Cousin Lenny.
Imagine if there was like a guy like it, not cousin Lenny. What if he's called cousin Lenny now?
What if it's literally just a CIA agent named Lenny, and he's just like, how the fuck did they know? It's just fucking some dumb shit me and Dylan said drunk as fuck kayaking one day. And we just made it a fucking meme on our podcast. This fucking cousin Lenny is behind everything. I literally think that's how that came about. It's just me and Dylan kayaking drunk as fuck. Been like,
talking about cousin Lenny.
Just like, who fucks us all up? I'm like, probably some dude named Lenny. Cousin Lenny.
This cousin Lenny, dude, he fucks everything up. We don't give him enough credit anymore. Like I feel like honestly, let's bring him back into this. This is our third perspective on this. Cousin Lenny was probably the one doing, like fucking, putting the fucking coronavirus into these bats or whatever.
Yeah, I think he was.
But he was probably really fucking sad that, he's like, man, why does the lab keep all these bats here? He probably got really attached, brought one of the bats home with him, accidentally gave it to everyone else. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't hear a word you just said because I'm just trying to remember the last time we mentioned Cousin Lenny.
It's been forever.
It's been so long. We talked about making our first t-shirt be a Cousin Lenny t-shirt. Have you seen my Cousin Lenny or some shit like that?
Where in the world is Cousin Lenny?
Where in the world is Cousin Lenny?
We have, God, we really should be writing down all of our t-shirt. We probably have
a folder of them, like ideas.
Of enough, yeah.
So let's jump into this. So I mentioned it earlier. John Hopkins Center of Health and Security predicted and described the perfect bioweapon. The traits are as follows. It would be contagious during the incubation period, before the host showed any symptoms, or when people only have mild symptoms. It would be a microbe that most people are not immune to. So there's a large population of susceptible human hosts. It would not have an existing treatment or existing prevention method. It would have a low but significant fatality rate. With the low fatality rate, significant because the host would not die before it was able to pass it on to multiple people too quickly. Because if it killed them too quickly, it would run out of hosts too fast. It would just basically erase like a group of people.
Right.
And if this sounds familiar, it's because it should. All of those traits are found in the coronavirus. So far, over 20% of the hosts, and this is what's recorded, 20% of the hosts are admitted to the ICU or even worse. And that's just what's reported.
So I feel like most people, when they get the coronavirus, though, I feel like they're not going to go to the hospital until it's fucking really fucking bad, where they're like,
well, the most people that have had it haven't had the opportunity to go to the fucking hospital because they've been welded into their fucking apartment.
How fast does it go? How fast, like, oh, I've got the coronavirus. How fast am I fucked?
How fast are you back alive? That's the real question.
How fast am I fucked?
We have Michelle saying if you get it the first time, it's bad. If it's the second time, it's worse. I don't know if we talked.
I've heard about that a couple times, and
it's like influenza.
Yeah, and I've heard that. I haven't heard of people fucking getting it a third time. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. There's no one that says so far. This is my third time, dude.
You go out on a Saturday night, you'd never get a third corona.
Yeah, dude. That's a weird thing to think. I mean, it's not weird, but it makes sense that this is such a deadly disease. How is it not going to fuck your body up? Like, let's say you survive it. The people that have survived it, did they really survive it? Like, what's going to happen to them in the next 5 years? Like, what could happen to them?
Yeah, I mean, and again, the numbers have not been accurately recorded yet.
Oh yeah,
like it's like we don't know the real numbers.
Well, dude, that's the same thing that happened in the 1920s and the 1820s when all that shit happened, dude. They and the newspapers back then, they tried to fucking restrict the number of people that fucking knew what was happening as well. You try to do it so that you're not fucking creating a pandemic.
But you should.
But you don't. How do you do it so that you don't fucking make people scared for their lives?
Well, I feel like people should be scared for their lives if it reaches that scale, you know.
But at what point can you? But where? How can you do it so that people aren't freaking the fuck out and killing people for supplies?
You can't. I
I
don't think you can. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't have an answer to that question.
Right.
But
exactly.
I feel like you should give everyone the opportunity to.
You should give everybody the opportunity. Yes,
it's Darwinism, dude. It's literally just Darwinism.
but at what point can you say, hey, this is fucking going down. You need to fucking survive. And how many people are gonna go to Walmart with fucking guns and be like, hey, this is my shit. Fuck you guys. Pop,
dude,
pop,
if
pop.
you see the people in fucking China, like the videos of them in stores, like literally sitting on what they have because they're like, no one's taking this until like I'm fucking ready. People are fighting over shit. It's like
beating each other up, killing each other over fucking supplies.
Like imagine
over
Walmart
fucking
and
10 pounds of rice.
Oh, yo, imagine this in Iowa, like at a Walmart where people are going crazy in a store. You know, like in the movies, you have a 3-person standoff. Each person has a couple guns. In Walmart in Iowa, it would probably be like 100-person standoff. There's like 100 people that just keep pointing guns at each other, like fucking no one knows who to shoot. You know, I don't know. That's a grim joke. Fuck you if you get offended.
So all this happened a week before the New Year's festives in China.
Yeah, and then they shut down everything.
Yeah. So China is still in 2019, technically.
Well,
I know I made that joke to you guys last night. I'm glad you guys still laughed. Because I just like, I was like typing it. I was like, this is funny. But no, they're still in 2019, dude. That's why it's called what's it called?
COVID-19.
COVID-19,
something like that.
It's because they haven't left 2019 yet, bro.
I need my notes, damn it. That's so many jokes prepared for this.
Could you imagine if this happened a week later? How much worse this would be?
COVID,
like talk about fucking bad timing if this was a fucking biological attack. Like because the Chinese New Year, it's a fucking worldwide event. People come from all over the world to come see the Chinese New Year parade and shit like that.
Right.
Imagine if this would have happened then.
And it happened a little bit beforehand, didn't it?
Yeah, it happened beforehand enough that they canceled it. They canceled Chinese New Year.
Oh, I thought.
So it's still the year of the dog, I believe, or the year of the rat.
The cock? No, the cock was last year. It's the rat. It's the rat. The dog was 2 years ago.
In my bedroom, it's always the year.
I don't know.
Cock.
I haven't gotten on Overwatch. I haven't paid attention when I was playing Overwatch the last time.
It's rat.
It's not Rooster. That was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Okay, it was 3. Yeah, 3 years ago was Rooster. 2 years was dog. Last year was rat.
Hey, dude, I was born year of the cock. So are you.
Cock. Dude, fuck, man. I love cock.
Be jelly. Be jelly, you fucking year of the dog, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But just like cities themselves are quarantined. Like the country is quarantined, but cities themselves, like it's like they're trying to keep people from getting into the rural area.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like have you guys seen the video of the truck, the Mack dump truck, like the full sized
smashing
through a military barricade?
Oh my god!
And there were people, like it was literally the bed of it was lined with people.
Yeah, dude.
And the military's just fucking chasing them down the road.
Nobody wants to be fucking quarantined in that shit because they know if they're not sick, they're gonna get sick with it and they're gonna die.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Why would? Yeah.
It's like fucking. I mean, Walking Dead. You get locked down in a city, and there's zombies running everywhere. Chances are you're gonna fucking be a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They don't have. It's crazy to think that when they try and escape, like with us, we'd be, if you were in America, But not always, but for a lot of it, there's decent enough people. If you were getting, pulled into a corner of a building, you're going to be sitting there with your shotty ready to shoot whoever walks through the door, not climbing out the window of a 7-story building, trying to climb to the top. Sorry, this joke just, I don't know, man.
Well,
this is a bad joke.
the thing about that is, dude, they don't have the weapons we have.
Exactly.
I feel like at the point where your where your government needs to take away your weapons, they're doing something where they think you're gonna shoot them with those weapons.
Yeah,
dude.
Have you guys seen the? I know Dylan mostly looked up just like the fucked up shit that was happening.
I love the fucked up shit.
Me and you digged a little like deeper into it. Did you see that the first whistleblower in Wuhan died of the virus?
The doctor?
Are you talking about
the doctor?
Yeah, the head doctor of the fucking hospital. Was it the hospital?
Did you see his fucking like
his video? His video. Yeah, he posted a fucking video. What you mean I don't look this shit up? This motherfucker's out here fucking talking. Makes me scared every day that we're on here fucking talking about this shit. That it's like, holy shit.
I just didn't know if you ran across it when you were.
Oh hell yeah! I've been dude. This shit's fucking bonkers. This is like we talked about Donald Trump, how our world was in like a South Park episode because of Donald Trump. This is like you said, 28 days later. This is like a fucking. This is insane, dude. This shit is.
And 28 days later started out with fucking animal activists thinking they were breaking up a makeup lab factory, and it was really a fucking viral technician bioweapon facility, and an activist got bit. That's how 28 days later starts.
Dude, that could very much happen.
100%. Easily. 100%. You get a bunch of hippie retards fucking jumping into a fucking research facility where they're like,
this bat.
that orangutan has lipstick.
No,
that's blood. That's fucking blood on its lips.
It's a bat, dude.
Well, I was talking about 28 days later. There's an orangutan.
That's Cousin Lenny, yeah. But the bat, yeah.
The orangutan 28 days later, they're like, oh, it's got lipstick on. And it's like, no, it's fucking blood from the 6 dead orangutans behind it.
They were looking at it like, they really don't know how to apply lipstick.
One of them takes bolt cutters to the fucking cage and it jumps out and bites one in the neck. And then that's how 28 days later. You've never seen that movie?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, we all should watch this.
It's like
one of the best zombie apocalypse I've ever seen.
It's like Shaun of the Dead, but instead of being like a it's in Winchester.
Is it funny?
Shaun of the Dead. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead?
I've seen Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Shaun of the Dead is like based in like a town our size.
Yeah.
This is like in London.
Oh fuck.
Shaun of the Dead in London, but it's like the zombies don't slowly walk, they sprint at you.
28 days later, that's like,
and 28 weeks later is good as well.
They are both the fucking couple of the best zombies.
Like it's like Left 4 Dead zombies versus Walking Dead zombies.
Oof.
Walking Dead zombies are done.
The zombies I want are the ones from fucking what's that dude in the mall? And he's fucking
Dead Rising?
Dead Rising zombies. Those are zombies I want.
Yeah, Dead Rising.
I want Dead Rising zombies because they just fucking walk around, and if you come close to them, they go, ah. But if you don't, they don't run at you or nothing. Those are the zombies I want in this life.
I mean, if we really looked realistically, if we realistically look, though, at zombies, wouldn't that kind of be what they would be? There's no way their brain and everything could be working at full capacity that they could be.
What happens if the virus fucking makes their brain work at fucking double capacity?
Yeah, that's
you never know.
What's that? Day of the Dead?
Yeah, do you never know?
The zombies start learning, and Day of the Dead, I think, is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
One of them picks up an og bar and just starts fucking shooting people.
We're the land of the free. Real lucky no place on earth is like America. I mean, I do feel very grateful that
land of the free, home of the ignorant.
I know.
The ignorant, dude.
I do feel safe in the fact that as long as our country has fucking our weapons.
This is the thing, dude. We're the home of the fucking snakes and land of the fucking
beavers.
Slaves.
Land of the free, home of Disney owning both major news corporations.
Yeah, pretty
while
much,
also making our fucking Star Wars so we don't complain. You know what I mean? Like,
a baby Yoda?
Yeah, literally, that's like...
I don't understand if it's a pre-sequel or a sequel. I need
It's a pre-sequel.
I've watched. I think
Right
I
on.
don't even know if I finished the season or not. It's decent.
Someone was like,
It's not
I was
as
like,
not as good as everyone says. You know, it's
I was like,
decent.
so the Mediterranean, he's a
The
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
The Mediterranean.
This will make sense in a second why I fucked that up. I was like, so what is he? Is he like Boba Fett? He's like, no, but he's like the same race. And I was like, so Mediterranean, because he's like what the guy that played him was like New Zealand or New Zealander or something like that. It's like, oh, so he's Mediterranean. He's like, no, bounty hunter.
That makes that makes a lot more sense. I thought you just fucked Mandalorian up, and I loved it.
I just
absolutely
like 3 words ahead of myself. But yes, like, so bounty hunter is a race in Star Wars, but fucking Mediterranean is. And he was like, nah, bro. And I was like, cool, dude. So what was Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi or a white dude?
A Jedi.
Apparently. What's that chick with the fucking
Jedi.
green dreadlock?
Like, bro, you're thinking of
Jar Jar
Squad, dude.
Binks, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you're thinking of Squad, bro. Like, Squad, dude. Squad up. There's no race shouldn't be a thing. Squad up, dude.
So what you got next on this motherfucker?
What's that?
So what you got next on this motherfucker?
Oh, I was gonna say, so the Chinese government has been arresting people for speaking out about their reporting on the coronavirus. The doctor that we previously mentioned has died. Yeah, people just like videotaping out of their window.
Yep.
Like that video of the fucking death squad marching down the street with MP5s and pistols loaded. Like it literally starts with one of them cocking a pistol, putting one in the chamber, walking down the street. I literally thought that was. I was like, that's not real. That's a
part
movie.
of me thought
that's like someone recording a movie set. It's fucking real. It's
was that one of the ones I sent you guys?
I don't know. This is one that I found.
It was
on
like
Twitter.
it was like 3 dudes walking down the street.
You might have sent it to me too.
Yeah,
but I saw it on Twitter like a week ago, and I was just like,
it was 3 dudes though walking down. Yeah,
one in a yellow suit and 2 in white suits.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's not real. Like the dude in the yellow suit has the MP5, the other 2 have like Glock 19s or whatever.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's a fucking movie set. It has to be. The first time I saw it was like a week ago or a week and a half ago or some shit like that. And
you see the second video of it.
Yeah, and I was like literally just like on break. I was like, look at this. Like, is this really happening? Like, and it was RT reporting it. So I was like, obviously it's true because RT has no restrictions, no governmental ties.
Right.
And I was like, well, I mean, they have governmental ties, but they get free reporting. But I was just like, there's no way this is fucking real. And the dude I was on break was like, damn, dude, that's fucked up. I was like, that's all you have to say about it is that's fucked up.
I mean,
I thought that's where when it looked at people and there was videos of shit getting shared on Facebook of people like there was the one of cocking the video, and then in that same video, whoever shared it, the next part of it was them walking down the street with the guns, and it's like, dude, like it looks fake enough that you could you could say, yo, this is fake. You know what I mean? It's crazy how it looks almost.
Like a movie. It looks like someone like in an apartment building filming someone shooting a movie that's like they're shooting outside their alleyway. That's like, but this is real life.
Yeah, oh, definitely will. Man, that's fucked up. I don't even know.
Well, we got fucking. I mean, we talked. This is what blows my mind is we lived in the world where we were so excited. You know, the whole thing when we talked about Trump all the time that it's like, dude, we're in the. Which
South Park age,
right? South Park age, which was there was times where that was funny, you know, in the beginning of the presidency when he wasn't doing anything because he, you know, wasn't supposed to make a splash, you know. Now
it's getting towards the end of his term and he's starting to be a fucking neocon,
right?
Oh yeah.
You know, going to country, which is every fucking president that's gonna show up.
Just, all it takes is he waited till the fucking last year to do it.
Is that not? I mean, I kind of wonder when it comes to going to war. What I kind of need to look at the timeline of other presidents and when we've gone to war with the country. When do they do it in their term? Well, I mean, what president would do that right away?
The thing about it is he was fucking talking shit about Obama fucking going to war with fucking Iran like. Right before fucking, it was like the same exact things that was going on in his presidency, where he was like, "Well, Obama's gonna go to fucking war with Iran." because he's scared, and then like the same exact things that were going wrong with his presidency, where he was like, well, I'm going to war with Iran,
Yeah,
it's like it's all fucking politics, dude.
It's fucking sad.
It is sad. That's what like when you think down to the most basic side of it, no matter like this shit is like the most insane shit. And it's when you boil it down to where does this all root from? Politics, you know,
it's all politics and jurisdiction.
Politics that we don't see, like the behind the scenes of what's actually going on, like actual like fucking actual politics, not bullshit that they just are trying to make us believe shit, you know, saying this is what we're doing, you know, everything's fine. Like,
and I think as long as we have guns, I think that it's going to be a lot different.
Fuck yeah. I feel like we're one of the countries that, like, if they ever, that's why we can't, because it's, if they decide to ever try and, you know, make us weaker as a country, you know, on the citizen side of it, on the civilian side of it, like fuck no, I'm never giving no one's giving their guns up. Exactly.
Is that illegal in Virginia's part because they're going against the Constitution? To me, yeah.
Don't go. I feel like back then, I don't think they were. God, I don't want to say it. They weren't. I don't think they had as much knowledge as some of our, you know, people have today. But they realized, they recognized their life was so much more simpler.
Of course.
That they realized, you know, this is what happens. Like, this is basic shit. But now we're so far advanced with media and everything like that, and distractions. Like, we have so many distractions these days that it's like we have the majority of people nowadays still don't even they think it's a real thing,
bro.
They think it's not that bad. They think they get told it's the same as you know, this was just like when the same company, they accidentally let the SARS get out or some shit or whatever.
Well,
you know,
SARS was like weird because I learned about this in trade school. SARS, the reason that it's like became about and spread the way it was because of poor ventilation in Chinese buildings.
Really?
Yeah, like it was sewer gas was getting into other people's rooms in a hotel building.
That's exactly how it's happening now. Have you seen those? They've got fucking.
Yeah, you think they tore all those buildings down? Fuck no.
Well, the thing about it is the person on the it's the shit pipes pretty much, you know, because it always got to open to the next fucking person. So if you got a shit pipe from the guy on the bottom fucking going up, opens to the next guy, fucking goes up, opens to the next guy. You know, you got maybe 3, 4, 5 of them on one fucking branch, you know?
Yeah, they redesigned the American Plumbing Code Book based off the SARS epidemic.
Damn.
Yeah, well, you had to have fucking, what's it called?
And I have that code book.
What are those things called that fucking when you go in the fucking toilet and they go like this? What is that called?
Some snake or
the pee drain?
No, in a toilet has an S-trap in it.
S-trap, that's what it is.
It's a siphoning trap. It's self-siphoned. So that's why, like, if you go on vacation, you come back and your toilet has less than a full bowl in it. It's because it slowly siphons itself.
Right.
Because the trap, but a P trap is what like a shower drain or like a sink has, or basically any other kind of drain has an S trap in it or a P trap in it.
Is that why my shower gets clogged and when I pee in the shower, I'm standing in my own piss?
No, it's probably just your hair, bro.
Ah, shit. Damn.
So what were we talking about before this? Because I had something for it and I just don't remember.
We were talking about the Chinese government arresting people that were speaking out against the coronavirus.
A little bit after that.
Anyways, yeah, if you think of it, but like I said about
jump to my next point, I guess.
You can go for it. I just think it's mindfuck. Think about all the people. Why would you in there? Just real quick. Why would you speak out? Like, yeah, it's fucked up, and yeah, it needs to be spread the word. Like, thank God they're brave enough to do that. But why would you? Like, I'd be so scared.
Hey, man, it just takes one brave soul to fucking start a movement.
Right. I mean, I'm sitting here scared that someday I'm going to be driving down the road and just get shot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I think about that a lot, but thank God I feel like we have enough freedom in our country to, you know, talk about this. But for them,
so the virus has people so scared that you guys know all those videos of like Asian people fighting to get on the subway and stuff.
Yeah.
That all takes place in Beijing, the Beijing subway. So there are videos now of people on the Beijing subway with 2 or fewer people on the entire subway train car
Because nobody wants to get on
because
there.
no one wants to get on it. That's how fucking scared.
Bro.
And this is like literally this is the train that people fight to get, like
They
throw each other out of the
yeah.
fucking train to get smushed up against the fucking window.
Oh yeah. I was talking to somebody about this fucking the other day, and they were saying that in the United States it's gonna be, it could be even worse because we're not as conscious about those kind of things. We're, you know, if we're fucking at work with somebody, we're just gonna fucking hang out and fucking talk to these motherfuckers. If we're at fucking in a bus, you know, we're gonna be hanging out and talking to these motherfuckers. But with them, you know, I don't know.
See,
it could go really
When
fast.
I see someone at work sick, I send them home.
My thought
I don't
is
know how sick they are,
what do
though.
you do?
It doesn't matter. I don't
What do you
want to get sick.
just real quick, a quick little thought. What do they do? And then this has nothing to do with this, but what do they do when you smash into those trains and you're this fucking perverted guy and you're just smushed up, just fucking dick to ass on this girl? What happens when you just can't help it and you're just fucking, your erection is just smashing into them?
You get 12 points.
I mean, I honestly
12 points
think
docked.
I
Dude,
honestly
there's
think
a lot
they're
of
so
fucking-
used to that. They probably have stories of it where
No,
guys
dude.
are just smushing
Well,
their boners up.
in China, they
That's a
like,
whole porno type, dude.
dude, the Chinese government has like, you remember the movie Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
The Chinese government literally has like an implementation of that software where they track social points.
Yeah, well, yeah, that just came out like last year.
What does
something
that
like
mean? Like if someone's
no,
popular,
Literally,
like they
there
keep
was
track
a
of
story
people who
about
are more
an
popular.
There was
or-
a story about an American that was there on business, and he jaywalked according to their law. He
Mhm.
jaywalked. He thought he was doing it normally because he's walking with other people. He got a message on his phone saying, "You've been docked this many social points." He couldn't get on He couldn't get on his flight.
So
An American citizen.
Yeah. So they've got this thing in fucking,
It's like Black Mirror, dude.
yeah, in Seoul and shit like that. There's this fucking this YouTuber, or not YouTuber, Netflixer, that he used to like go from country to country to see. I guess his videos were pretty much, can I get away from your Secret Service? Pretty much is what it was. And he went to South Korea and tried to do it. They've got fucking video cameras on every single street corner. Every 4 corners there's a fucking camera looking at what you do. He got caught, and within 2 days.
Damn.
Yep. And in America, he never got caught.
Well, it makes sense. They're trying to steal all the kids. How can they steal the kids in America? The government is trying to steal kids. How can they do that if they're being watched?
Yeah.
I mean, they can't say that
Yeah,
every
for real.
single
How the
camera
fuck-
on all the 4 block corners went down for maintenance. I mean, that's
Yeah.
they
exactly.
can. I mean, they have done that. So I guess I don't know. Okay, I don't see why it's an issue.
For real, how the fuck in America do you think you're gonna catch this guy when Laura Silsby's still fucking the VP of marketing for fucking
Yeah.
Amber Alert?
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert, a convicted fucking child trafficker, works for Amber Alert. So yeah, you heard it here first. If you haven't heard it before,
I mean, we've talked about this before. How come there's not people that know about this shit that are out in front of the building just
dude, fucking
protesting? Like,
child rights activists don't even know about this. People that
Right.
are like people that work with Amber Alert don't know about that. Like, look up who you're working for.
right. They just want the job. People think they have a passion for something, but then at the end of the day, they're getting paid for something, and they're okay with it. They think they're fucking. That's where I think it's fucked up. That's
How
where I
fucking
think we're
passionate are you if your
Right.
fucking paycheck's getting signed by a fucking child trafficker?
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show, like, dude, like, how fucking, like, yeah, I think we're so advanced. Like, we all have technology. We have all this nice shit. But, I mean, everyone who says they care, I feel like doesn't care. And I hope that by doing this podcast, I feel like I'm kind of doing my part. Even though, I mean, I could be fucking protesting in front of her building. But I'm not trying to get shot, just yet. Like, I want to stay alive for a little bit
A couple
longer.
more years.
Yeah,
we
just
got
a couple
more years.
Dude,
on
we
this.
got like a few more years before like fucking China's knocking at our doors. Like, hey guys, you need to go on your podcast and retract every fucking thing you said. I feel like that's the thing. Someday we have a timestamp, all 3 of us. It's been good knowing you guys. It's been fun. This has been a fun time. It's been a
Didn't
fun.
know when we started this show that we were gonna fucking be signing our own death warrants. But
Right. I feel like the more and more we get popular, is the more and more I
feel
get
like it's
scared
the more
that
the
we're
more
gonna
the more and more
get
safer
shot.
we get. I
You
feel
think
like
true, but I don't know, man. I feel like we're getting to a point where it's more dangerous, and then if we get popular enough, then we'll be safe. I don't think we're popular enough yet.
hey, this last week was almost good enough. If we had two more weeks like this last week, we would have a sponsor this week,
Right.
which blows my fucking gourd.
But yeah, it's a scary thing to think about.
I was just like thinking, I was like, what the fuck did we do last week? That was so good.
No fucking clue. We suck. We just get drunk and
Get
fucking
high.
hang out and just do what the fuck ever. That's where I feel like we're safe. That's where I feel like no one's gonna come and kill us because they're like, no one's gonna believe them. They're just fucking getting drunk and high. You know what I mean?
It just like last week like blew my fucking mind. It was just like, oh my god, we're a quarter of the way this month to a sponsorship. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Absolutely insane.
So, have you guys seen any of the videos of shops literally boiling their cash
Yes, I have seen that.
because the government issued a quarantine on their fucking banknotes?
Everything, dude. They boil everything now.
Wait,
I've seen
explain.
people
So this
boiling
I'm not.
clothes.
This I am
Yeah,
not.
we found some good jeans down by the quarry, so we started boiling them.
Yeah, dude. They boil their fucking clothes and everything.
Hold
now.
on. This is okay. So this I'm not informed in. What do you mean that they are?
They're literally boiling, like they put their money in boiling water because the government won't accept money that's not quote unquote quarantined.
Yep.
So they're why are they just? I mean, sorry, I'm gonna be a little slow. I've been having a few IPAs.
I don't get
so-
it. I don't get it either. Like I typed this when I was sober and I still didn't get it. Like it's just like the government wants to make sure that the money is not containing the virus, but how the fuck is the government gonna know if the fucking money was boiled?
Right.
It's just
right.
it's like a false flag fucking implementation that's like, oh no, the money is safe because people are boiling it.
Yeah.
It's like, like you think people are in their fucking apartments boiling fucking money when they're starving to death?
That's what. Yeah, it's a weird thing, but I mean, shit. You know what? People are throwing their animals, their pets, out the windows. Rest in peace, dude, to all those animals. But
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
we need to
that
send
scared.
fucking PETA there.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
That's
for real. Like PETA
honestly.
wants to
no,
yell.
fuck PETA.
Like, dude, fucking our friend got the cops called on him the other night because a Siberian husky left his dog outside for 5 minutes to go to the bathroom in a fenced-in yard.
When it
his neighbor called
cold,
the cops.
It was cold, but I could have stayed out in that yard
That's
for
a
that
fucking
long.
husky.
I
bro.
could have gone
fucking-
barefoot in that yard
Yeah.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I would have
And
gone
it's a
naked,
Siberian
done
fucking
snowman.
husky.
Yeah, like they're
And,
not snowman,
and
snow
he's like,
angels.
oh yeah, the cops just showed up, and he was like, yeah, my neighbors called the cops because my husky was outside for too long. I was like, you're what, 4-year-old Siberian husky was outside for 5 minutes in the winter? Like, what? Send PETA to Antarctica, or not Antarctica? Send PETA to Alaska, or send PETA to fucking Hong Kong.
Right.
Like, these people need to fucking grow up and get the fuck out of
Right,
this area.
for real.
Send PETA, dude. PETA going to China is just like, I don't want to sound like a dick and like I don't care, because I really do care. But
We've built a platform sounding like dicks.
To be funny, God, wouldn't it be fucking awesome if just PETA, like their fucking 500-man militia, was like, we all got plane tickets. We're arriving on boats now, and like we're going through the mainland. We're gonna go through Korea. Like I don't know.
Literally, at this point, you'd have to fucking literally fly to Korea and then take a boat to China. Would probably be the fastest way.
So what do you? So
this is China.
This is another thing.
Then you have to get a horse by fucking Pete Supreme or whatever the fuck his name is.
The Vermin Supreme.
Oh,
Vermin
Vermin Supreme for sure. Yo, I got an
Pony.
idea. When I get back, I got
The
an
most
idea.
ridiculous U.S. candidate for anything.
Who got fourth in the New Hampshire?
Oh wow, wait.
No, but yeah, where's fucking PETA on this shit?
See, the thing is, man, PETA don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. They don't give a shit.
They've killed more animals than anybody else.
Questionable, but
No, it's Dude, PETA's killed a lot of fucking animals.
What, just like having animals that don't get homes put down, or
You should research a lot about PETA. They fucking.
I just like in the deep dark part of my soul, I don't give a fuck about PETA.
Yeah, because they're not a good people. They sound like they're doing the right thing, but dude, they've fucking killed a lot more animals than they've saved.
PETA?
PETA.
Oh yeah, of course, dude. They love the beef. They always go to Wendy's.
We're talking about PETA from the Hunger Games, right?
Yeah, my co-counterpart.
Piper's
What I was
on my mic cord.
Yeah, Piper, come on. Our podcast studio dog is disrupting stuff.
Yeah, we got some technical.
He was looking so cute on the couch, and then he just had to disrupt everything. What do you? Okay, so do you guys have notes? I don't know if you have notes on this or not, but I didn't look way deep into this. But what does this do to, like, in a sense, economy? Because I think China had behind us had like, oh god, like they're the second highest, like, you know.
Well, I feel like this hits the Midwest really hard because the same way that the trade tariffs did is when we did trade tariffs with China, the Midwest got hit hard because of it, because companies in California weren't able to send their product to China anymore. And so they had to redistribute that to the rest of the country, which was basically distributed by the Midwest. And that's why the trade tariffs hit the Midwest so hard with China, like the tariff war or whatever the fuck Orange Man wanted to call it.
So kind of what I just got from what you said, because I'm half retarded. What I'm fucking getting
retarded, half ginger, half Mexican.
Half retarded, half ginger, half Mexican. So what I'm getting from what you said is that California had a hard time selling their products, so they had to give it to the Midwest.
Well, the market that they had in China
was a lot of money.
Yeah, but they couldn't use that anymore because of the tariffs.
So
they took over the Midwest market.
So those millionaires that were fucking on top of that had to sell their stuff to people that were in America for less price.
Right.
So fuck those millionaires, pretty much.
But at the same time, there's millionaires in the Midwest that are selling their.
But so this is where products. This is from what I was kind of watching that, or kind of like looking into. Very small, very little. Like, I don't fucking know nothing about it. But if you think about the people from China, how many people there are in China?
12.
There are 12 people in China at least.
We can't confirm that there are 12 people in China.
Maybe like 12
people
13,
are still alive in China.
I don't know.
We can't confirm.
Yeah. But I mean, so one of the things they talked about was tourism from people from China going and visiting these surrounding countries that, you know, would get a lot from tourism. And they talked about, I think one of the countries they said was South Korea that got a lot from tourism. And it's like, what happens to these countries? Like, I know Hawaii, I think, is another country like that. We have so much. I'm not sure. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, but I think that's one that relies a lot on tourism to strive and survive.
In the U.S., of course.
So if you look at that, it's like that being one of the most populated places on the planet. Like, I mean, if you don't have people being able to fly out and shit, what happens to these countries that are going to be set back? Okay, how many ages?
Listen to this though. I mean, I understand what you're talking about with that, but when it comes to fucking Hawaii's fucking big island is gonna be fucking getting just a teeny bit bigger, and the fucking small islands are gonna get a little bit smaller. So I mean,
like population wise, or
no, as in fucking
landmass
and landmass size. In the next few years, the Big Island, there's a volcano underneath Big Island that's going off, you know, right now, getting more landmass for Big Island. But like in the next few years, how do you, just because this place is fucking tropical and lovely to live in, doesn't mean you can fucking live there, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Wait, what do you?
I'm confused because people have lived there for hundreds of years.
But they rely. I mean, they rely a lot on tourism. What do you think is like?
Okay, so if you're in fucking Hawaii right now, the things you're gonna be.
I don't know a lot about Hawaii.
The things you're gonna be missing right now.
We need to have Jordan come on the show.
If you're in
He lived
Hawaii,
there.
if you're in
He'll know.
Hawaii, dude, the things you're gonna be missing when shit goes out of fucking is everything, because fucking you can't get fuel, you can't get anything because it's all fucking transported there. Right, exactly.
It's a tourist vacation.
Yeah,
a tourist spot.
So that's what I'm saying with these other places that trying to get it into what Dylan was saying.
Right, they're not going to get tourism is one big thing that they get a lot of money off of.
Yeah.
But what about the products that these other countries, like need to get from China?
Exactly.
Because if China,
Hawaii has a lot of they have big game hunting on their small islands.
Yeah, but
people pay $10,000 for tags.
But what about these other countries?
But what happens when these fucking when they need
Korea
fucking food and they're not like, oh, fuck your tags, I need food.
Well, I mean, it's regular. It's
fuck your regulatories, dude. When shit goes through the fucking roof.
Oh, you're talking about apocalypse level.
I'm not even
in a sense, in a small sense of apocalypse.
I'm talking about fucking. Yeah, in a small sense. But what happens when fucking the Wuhan virus and people need fucking food? You know what I mean? They're going to be going fucking hunting for shit.
They're going to go to Hawaii to hunt for food?
What about the people in Hawaii? They're going to hunt for food.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people in Hawaii are going to be secluded from that. I mean, unless an outbreak takes place in Hawaii, which would be devastating for that fucking state.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like anywhere it's going to be devastating for. Because need to get
Hawaii specifically would be
Alaska, anywhere, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but Alaska, there's a lot of secluded areas in Alaska where a big population lives where people don't visit. But when you're talking about Hawaii, I agree. But you
also need goods to be. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. But you also need goods to supplement these people.
Which Alaska is able to provide its own goods, as is Hawaii, as like you said, a recreational state. Which I agree with you.
Right.
If the Wuhan virus takes over Hawaii, that's gonna be fucking devastating.
Right.
But there are still secluded areas in Hawaii where there's a low population and people are self-sufficient on these private islands.
Right, and that's only saying
not private islands, but they're like smaller islands. So Hawaii is 7 islands?
So I think
8 islands or something.
So you think about
a lot about Hawaii.
I don't know shit about
But I know there's 2 islands where they sell tags for $10,000 a tag.
Yeah, but once those tags, when
people would rather hunt,
once Wuhan virus fucking takes over Hawaii, people aren't even gonna be able to make it to the islands because it's fucking 7 miles by sea.
But it depends how much self-sufficient they are.
It's not gonna make it to those islands because the people that go there are.
You think it would have happened to people in Iowa, dude? People in Iowa got the virus now.
Well, yeah, but those are people that have been traveling for business.
So what if somebody that
international airports?
What if somebody that traveled from business from international airports from fucking Wuhan,
pray to God that they are locked down.
Went to fucking.
Then those 45 people on that island are fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it depends on how self-sufficient a place, like you were saying, like how there's places in those countries where they can be self-sufficient. I just think when I said, tourism, I think that stops them from being as profitable as they were. They're going to go back fucking 100 years because they're going to have to go even more than 100 years because they're going to have to go.
They're going to miss 6 months on profit. That's all that's going to happen.
I see what you mean more. I was thinking more of as in people being there as in money-making schemes.
And money-making is...
I was thinking more of like,
they want to be.
You're not gonna have the people there, or if you do have the people there, they're gonna be fucking infected.
I mean, I don't know a lot of maybe these islands that have these very big game tags. Maybe they're fucking shut down right now. I don't know a lot about Hawaii.
That's what I'm saying. What happens if? I mean, you're not gonna, dude. If I need food, I'm not gonna pay your fucking tag. I'm gonna go shoot my food and eat my food.
Well, yeah, but you're not gonna be able to get there. Is the if you have Wuhan,
but if I'm already there, though, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it might be you have to buy the tag to go there.
No, say you're already in.
No, I'm saying that's how you get there is you buy a tag, you take a private plane, and that's how you get there.
No, but I'm saying there's the population of Hawaii is quite a bit. And if you're hungry enough for food, I'm gonna be hunting whatever the fuck I want. I'm not gonna.
But you're on a different island. I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I don't understand.
You're on a different island.
I think
this is a completely. There's like 3 isolated islands that have no people living on it.
Okay.
And they take hunters that buy $10,000 tag. I don't even know if it's 10,000.
Right.
They buy expensive tags and they go there and they hunt. And if they find something, they get X amount of time to hunt there.
So it would have to be the main islands, which there are parts of the main island that are very secluded. Main islands,
and then there's like multiple islands that are very secluded. That's where people hunt in Hawaii. They don't hunt on the main island. They hunt on the secluded islands.
But think about, and this is just me coming in. I know on the main islands, there's small parts where it is the touristy side of it. But then I know my cousin lived in Hawaii, and there's a lot of parts of even on the main islands that are so untouched that it's so kind of in the ghetto, not the ghetto, but like there's so much to the
uninhabited.
I guess kind of the uninhabited side that they have it on the main islands too, where I don't know about the hunting side of it though, but it's a weird thing. I don't think we know enough about Hawaii.
I just know what I know from like hunting shows, like
they go to some random place,
I think it's called like it's like
Bear Grylls, Bear Grylls.
No, it's not even that. It's like a real show. It's not Bear Grylls.
Yeah, Bear Grylls
like a real show. Yeah, Bear Grylls. Fuck your show, bitch.
You need to watch Meat Eater.
I think it was literally an episode where Joe Rogan was talking to the guy from Meat Eater. Where they went to that. And you literally get flown into one of the 2 islands in Hawaii where no one lives, and you hunt elk.
Yeah, but if everybody gets flown into that fucking island,
but but that's the thing. No one gets just flown into the island. You don't just fly there. You have to.
Do you think they would
make going right over your head? How they explained it like 4 times.
Yeah, I don't understand.
What do you mean? Like
it's you pay. You don't just get flown in.
I understand that, but I'm saying. The fucking shit hits through the fucking roof, dude. People aren't gonna give a fuck about your fucking flying me into your island. I'm gonna be going there,
and they're gonna choose to go to that one secluded island with no inhabitable
with a bunch of game.
Yeah, but there's no houses, there's no anything, there's no infrastructure.
Dude, you can create that shit easy. If there's
you can't.
I would rather have food than fucking housing structure.
You can't create infrastructure in that amount of time. And Hawaii is
you don't need to create infrastructure. You can create fucking a lean-to shelter.
And then get food. and then you're gonna have some retard shit downstream or upstream from where your camp is, and you're gonna die of the virus.
But you just said nobody was at this place.
You just said everyone was flying there
from the original island where no one was.
But you just literally said that everyone flies there because there's game there.
I just said if there was game there, that's where I would be going.
Okay, but
if there's not game on the main island, that's not where I'd be at.
Yeah, how far I wonder how these other islands, how far are they? Could they fucking take a little rowboat? Like I don't know how fucking far these islands are.
That's how the original islanders did it.
That's what I'm saying.
How far these islands are either?
Are they gonna have to turn into the original islanders and fucking?
I just don't get what you're trying to say at all.
See, that's what I kind of get it.
I'm trying to be difficult.
You're being so difficult that it's ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous. I get it. I feel like he has a point, though. I think you need to understand where he's coming from.
Everyone from the main island. Well, that's kind of what you said.
I'm saying, okay, so say I go from this fucking main island.
Big group of people goes from.
I wouldn't. It doesn't even have to be. It would. I know it's not. It's not like the whole island itself is all going to be like, well, this is where we need to move. Like there's going to be. I feel like a few people who need to find a way over there. They're going to have. We don't even none of us know how far away these islands are from each other.
I'm just saying pretty much like, how are you can't keep this place to yourself, I guess is what I'm saying. So,
no, it's protected by the.
But those protections aren't going to mean shit when the fucking shit goes through.
Maybe it is the higher people, maybe the people with more power that are doing this. Maybe it's not the people that are living there shittily, but the people who have the accessibility to this other island.
I just don't really get because what you're saying is if this island goes to shit, we're all going to go to the other island.
No,
but then that island goes to shit because there's literally no infrastructure on that island.
I mean, eventually is when if things fucking go to shit here, if shit hits the fucking roof, people are gonna fucking try to go elsewhere. If people go to that fucking
and then
island,
they're gonna go to that island where there's no infrastructure, and it's gonna go to shit even worse there.
If you have too many
and what are
people,
you
you're
gonna
saying
do
if you
about
have too
that,
many,
though?
you're saying if you have too many people going. So what you're saying is you have too
Yeah,
many people going to the
have,
island.
You're gonna have
What
a
if it's
fucking-
not too many people? That's where I'm thinking
what
you
do
can't.
do though? I mean, how do you make this right?
That's where I think. So I think what I feel like what I'm
don't-
hearing, what I feel like I'm hearing is I mean, it not saying like it's not a happy ending going to these other islands and living. It's not a happy ending. It's just saying that's what's gonna fucking like if people don't have the resources, you fucking die or you move and you move to the closest place
feel
where there's
yourself
other.
on that island with no infrastructure is a death trap because
It
someone's
could be,
gonna
but
fuck.
it's a
someone's
death
gonna
trap.
fuck it
What
all
if it's
up.
what if it's a death trap where you're at right now?
Exactly.
I mean.
What if you were at the place? What if you were
People,
at the
people
big
are people in
islands?
China are climbing out of buildings, trying to climb to the top to get to the chopper. You know what I mean? Like, it just is. It's such a people aren't smart, and when they're in trouble, they're gonna do whatever they fucking feel like they have to do. Fucking Christopher Columbus just fucking sailed across the ocean, saying, "Dude, I'm coming, dude. I hate these rules, bitch. I'm ready to pillage and kill, dude." I don't think it's a happy ending. But I think that's where I don't think it's a good ending or a happy ending. Like you're saying, like they can't make it sustainable. They can't make it happen, but they're going to do it if they can. If they have the possibility to go over there and hunt, if that's their last resort, like who fucking knows?
It's like Survivor, but everyone has AIDS. Is what that island is.
100%. Like that's
it's literally it's like oh well, Timmy took a shit up the creek. Well, we have to go to the next island. And
then eventually it's all fucked.
Then you got one more. After
No,
that.
exactly.
You got one more fucking shot.
That's where I think it is like eventually you're fucked. But you're gonna do like what you have to do to move on. Like people aren't just gonna, stand still. Like people are gonna be like fucking floating on logs with like a fucking makeshift.
I wouldn't
paddle.
take a plane there. I would take like a small rowboat with like you two and a couple other close friends and some women to repopulate the earth.
You're fucked,
including my girlfriend and probably your girlfriend for you, not for me.
Right.
But no, I would not take a plane there. I just feel like it'd be like too much of a giveaway. But I get what you're saying.
But it all goes to shit eventually. It all goes to shit eventually. It all goes. It seems because it's like that's where they go. But it all goes to shit.
If you have a small group of people that do it, you can establish rules. Like
that's where I think if it was
you shit on the beach right next to where the river runs in the ocean. That's where you poop. If you poop anywhere else, I'm gonna fucking shoot you in the head with a bow and arrow.
So I think if it's a smaller,
I'm not saying that it's.
But if a small group makes it there, though, that's where it's like it'd be cool if a small group could go there and live as like a little tiny community. But like,
you're for like 5 years.
But everyone knows it, so everyone knows like everyone's gonna fucking flock there.
The first time a typhoon hit, we'd all be fucked. But before that, we'd make our own sangria.
Yeah, exactly. Our own toilet wine. It'd be great. It'd be absolutely fantastic.
Oh fuck.
What dude, I'm fucking stuck. Like, where the fuck are we? Like, we have a word of the day. Like, I look at this black velvet. I don't even want to drink this shit. I don't want to drink the fucking black velvet that's sitting right in fucking front of me, but it's gonna happen. I don't know where we're going. I feel like what else do we have on this? I mean,
dude, you guys just keep talking about shit. I gotta take a piss. But we've gotten really close. I just want to put it there.
Oh hell yeah. Well, we'll kind of dilly dally and we'll fucking come back and we'll hit this word of the day, and everyone listening at home, get your fucking black velvet ready and we're gonna take a shot. It's gonna be great.
Try to tell me what y'all fucking think of the word of the day is.
Yeah, exactly. If you're still listening and you got some ideas, like let us know. But I don't know, I feel like this whole virus, to me, it seems like this could very well, like, so they had a chart that said who is most likely to be susceptible to this disease, right? Yeah. And they said, oh wow, people here, and I think one of the top ones was like Asian people,
Asian descent,
which maybe that's how they built it.
You want me to pull that up right now because I can.
I mean, I think all we really need to know is that if it is true fact that is, that the Asians are what they were most susceptible, which is another reason why, to me, it's like they were targeting themselves, honestly.
Well,
I mean,
that's where the most of the population is in the world.
Like, how are you going to have a disease outbreak of something fucked up, and it's literally the most susceptible people are your own people, where the thing was. I mean, is
Bill Gates not just make this disease fucking communicable? You know what I mean? You know, because fucking from the population risk, from what I can see, from the fucking ACE2 cell, the highest is fucking Japanese, Tokyo, and Japan, and southern Han Chinese. But it's also a lot of fucking East Asians, South Asians, and mixed Americans. But where it comes out the lowest is the Utah residents and Eastern European ancestry.
Hey, we're safe.
I fucking hope so.
Well, I'm not, because it actually says fucking in here that fucking Mexican ancestry is actually pretty high up on the charts. So
you're fucked. I'm safe.
I might be fucked, but you little motherfuckers.
You want to hand me that can opener there, bud?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, right. No, my main thing about this is the shitty reporting on it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's the shitty reporting as in, like, who knows what, though? Like, because they're fucking trying to put everything underwater.
Yeah. It's like it's not getting reported on in the state that it should be, because it's a fucking election cycle right now, and all everyone cares about is that. At least here.
Yeah.
And then the shit that you do hear about it here is just fucking bullshit.
Hear about what here? Sorry, everyone else.
The coronavirus.
Is that what it? Sorry, that it's here.
It's like just all the reporting on it, and locally or like nationally, is fucking terrible. Just
so what makes me kind of curious, at least going back. Sorry, I don't mean to backtrack, but when we were talking about who's susceptible to the virus, and we say that we are safe, well then, I mean, how are we're obviously we have 14. I'm not saying we're. I mean, I guess not saying we're safe, but how does it show that we're fucking? I mean, obviously those charts. Is that just another? Is that another thing that's being? I mean, brought out to say hey, don't worry, America, you guys are fine. You can't get this, but how come fucking probably every American on board that shit probably got fucking infected?
How come it's like one of those things where it's like, why would China release a fucking strain of a virus that only attacks Asian people?
Right.
Or people of like strong Asian descent.
Are they just putting that study out there to just make everyone else?
That's what Bill Gates put out there, dude.
That was Bill Gates puts it out there. Oh, hell no, hell no.
There's 15
and
sites.
He released that fucking last year. He released that fucking
shit. Really?
Last year he released that,
and they released that there's 15 sites in America that are fucking set up for fucking this coronavirus.
Do you think that is so in your guys' mind, like, not just far-fetched as fuck, but like,
they're trying
to
kill all the Asians,
long
dude.
How long do you think this was planned? Like, how long do we think this was planned? If this was planned,
Bill Gates
how long?
invented Windows in what 2000?
Well, listen,
1993.
Yeah, 1993.
We fucking had fucking what was it? Fucking quarantine camps for fucking Japanese people in fucking World War II.
Yeah, we've been trying to kill them off forever,
bro. And now there's fucking 15 military bases for fucking the coronavirus.
Dude, what blows my fucking mind?
And
the
fact
that the Japanese army was able to rape and pillage throughout China blows my fucking mind in World War II. Well, just because they can't have weapons, but I mean that doesn't blow my mind in that fact. But the fact that they were able to do it. Like the Japanese army.
What do you guys think? So we fucking quarantined. Like at one point we were fucking taking, we were taking them into our camps. What happens now? People are looking at them as being the most susceptible to getting, what happens? Are we if we have cases in America, is that our first target that we're going to be throwing into camps?
Well, I mean, what the fuck was the biggest population to die of avian bird flu? Chinese.
Yeah.
Why are they being targeted so much?
It's population control,
exactly.
Population
Which
control.
I mean is so this kind of
But
I've
it's
always
being
had this.
reported so fucking badly. Like
I've had this thought, like back when you read the books, you know, the one we were talking about the last podcast, that book that where you can only have one kid or two kids, and then the third one's
well, what's the fucking thing that they're trying to pass through fucking
Alabama.
Arkansas? Alabama? Or is it Arkansas?
Alabama.
Yeah, you can't fucking over when you're 50 years old.
You have to get a vasectomy.
Yep.
Or if you have 3 kids.
Or if you have 3 kids, you get a vasectomy.
See, so that's where I'm saying like that kind of idea sounds so far-fetched, but when you look at what the government's trying to do to its people, I mean, are they doing that because they realize themselves like, yo, we have to have population control somehow? So in my mind, getting after 3 kids, getting the vasectomy, shit like that, like that's out there, but would I rather have that be where we're at other than them just saying, yo, we're going to let a disease run through and kill off the population? Like, yeah, I would rather get a vasectomy. If you guys want to chop my dick off now.
Because listen to this. Why can't I have more kids to try to get away from this?
My penis, my problem. Get out of here, government.
The thing about that is, dude, you're trying to tell me, oh, I can only have fucking 1 kid like fucking China has? Are you fucking kidding me?
But I mean, still, I mean, if we, it sounds like, yeah, like it sucks to say that we don't like, people are like, we should have the right to, you know, birth how many kids we want. But in my mind, it's like, well, what happens if we overpopulate? If that's a real thing and they're killing us for it, I would rather have them not kill us for it and have us have control over.
Shouldn't this earth be populated enough?
What are you going to tell all the Irish ladies that want to have Roman Catholic kids?
Yeah,
they want to have a 7-kid family.
Well, I mean, they talk about a long time ago. I was looking up when I was not even trying to look it up when they talked about, I can't remember if it's Islamic families or whatever are becoming in the US are becoming way more populated because they're just having kids left and right, which I don't know 100%. Don't know fact fiction,
but all the sex.
But dude, do all the sex. If you're listening here, do all the sex.
The sex.
But they're becoming so populated. It's like, yeah, like I think it's cool. Like I'm not against being diverse as a country, but if it's overpopulation that's going to fuck us, then we should address that in a different way than fucking China that's so overpopulated that if they were letting a virus go run free through their country, like fucking, I mean, I would rather have us have a different way of population control, because I think if that is an important issue, let's address it and do this in a different way than fucking how China's doing it. It's
basically
that is fucked up.
Basically, Planned Parenthood needs to go to other countries other than the U.S.
God damn, for real.
It's so fucked up that we resort to that for population control. Like, aren't we big enough as countries to?
Like, Planned Parenthood itself is like really debated on like left and right, but it's just like, dude, it's human health, it's human like you said, it's population control at that. And it's like give people the option, you know. I care, but at the same time, it's like,
but population affects our climates. Like, I mean, me and Emma were listening to podcasts. Me and Emma were looking at the when we were listening, it was a fun little podcast about the Mayan civilization and talking about how they thrived because they had so much rainwater and all this other shit. And once they started, you know, fucking up the trees and cutting down all the trees and all this other shit, they affected their climate and shit like that so much that it's like, and they probably didn't hold a candle to how big China is. Like,
hell no.
The amount that they changed and kind of killed themselves. Who knows if the climate was because of them or because it's just natural way the climate kind of shifts. But I mean, think about China, that like they have a population problem.
Well, their carbon footprint takes like almost 50% of the rest of the world's carbon footprint. Like, yeah, they almost double the rest of the world's carbon footprint.
So it's like if we don't, like, you got to take care of that, or else you're going to change. Like, the earth is changing. Climate, we've talked about this before. Climate shift can be one thing, but we are changing our climate.
Are the Chinese people to blame? No, they're fucking horny. It's whatever.
Just like these Islams, apparently. Yo, nothing against y'all. Just saying. Y'all like to fuck, I guess? I don't know. Without condoms. I don't know. But it's just like one of those things, like, dude, like, if population control is what we need to do to, like, save our planet, like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't give a fuck about your right to have as many kids as you want. If it's going to fuck this planet up, like, we've already fucked this planet up enough, you know?
Why does children fuck this planet up?
Because, I mean, not children don't fuck it up, but having too many children does.
Why?
Because if we overpopulate, if you have an island that says, like, let's say there's an island that is only inhabitable up to 10 people. If you have 11 or more, let's say scientifically you figure out
how many people on this earth is productive? How many people on this earth are you saying can be here and be productive for this fucking universe?
I don't know the number, but I'm saying I'm saying I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but there is a number of how many people can inhabit this earth before it goes to shit. And we've probably not even what we're doing. Like, we're already fucking it up doing shit that we're doing.
What happens if that percentage of people that are supposed to fuck up the earth spend their time trying to not fuck up the earth?
I think there's a point if through science, through science, if we can figure out ways to sustain the earth, then great. If we can overpopulate and control it, but we never know because the government tries to they're either telling us, which I don't ever feel like they're telling us the truth, but they're always trying to scare us. So it's like, who knows how many people we can actually have on this earth before it's, it's too many people, but they're always lying to us. So we don't know. Right. We'll never know the exact numbers. Like, we could have scientists try and figure it out, but there's so many moving parts to it. There's so many moving parts. We'll never actually know. So in their mind,
you just do it yourself, and you and Emma just have like fucking 15 kids.
No, fuck though. I want to adopt. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to adopt all the kids. Fuck, I don't want to have kids.
To ruin your woman. What you talking about?
Yeah, dude. Exactly. But no,
I've seen a C-section scar. I wasn't trying to put that on somebody.
Well, what is that? A C-section scar?
We were looking at
your penis.
We were at work. We were looking at C-section scars, and they were saying how, like, yeah, they used to do it like through the belly, through the abdomen, and then now they do it just right at the bottom of kind of the abdomen. And the scars, man, it makes me cringe. But I mean, good for them. But fuck, dude, it's who knows the exact number? And I mean, if that's their solution is just release plagues, like, isn't that the answer? If the highest people are realizing, like, this is how we need to make more money, not saying we see benefit from it, but like, if they're saying,
like, basically give us your money.
Right.
I mean,
but it's like,
money,
it's like saying
/WKPod.
Right. Like, yeah, donate to the fucking funds, bro. But like, it's so it's just fucked up, man. It's so wild to me that when you think about the answers of how to save our planet, in a sense, you almost kind of look like what they're doing with population control. It's like that's obviously, if they're trying to delete the population, then that's the answer to them of what they need to do to make more money, for one. But let's say they didn't do that and population kept rising. Like, if they weren't allowed to take out their population and the population kept growing, like, what happens?
Well, you make less money with a lower population,
but
statistically anyway.
But at some point, is there a point where that's where I'm saying is, who knows, like, where's the point where overpopulation starts to affect it in a negative way?
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? Like, when does it start to affect it in a negative way? And I don't know the answers. I'm not that fucking smart. I don't know why I'm allowed to be on the show, but
because you're cute,
because I'm good looking.
Fucking booty.
Yeah, because I got a huge booty. I got cake, dog. I got cake for days.
Cake sitting in that seat.
Yeah, but
that's why all of us are here.
But like, it's crazy, like
a couple of cute boys with some fun ideas.
But like, isn't that wild that's if they are killing off their people, like, what other reason would they do that besides population control?
Well, that's why because it only attacks Asian-ish people.
Asian-ish.
I say ish because
Are you Are you Asian-ish?
well, Michael said that there's a percent strain that attacks Hispanic people as well.
Well, no, it's 50% will attack fucking white people too.
I'll take my chances.
I think it's like 54 that attacks white people.
Like I said, if this thing comes to America and it starts to attack all of us, I'm locking me and my girlfriend. We're locking ourselves in my basement and we're repopulating the earth.
You're too late because it's already been. They're setting up shit in Omaha,
bro. So the thing is, you need to get a lot of motherfucking Kraft macaroni and cheese.
So when you say that they're setting up shit in Omaha and they've set up shit around, like they're actually like, I mean, have you guys seen? I want to go home and look at this because this is actually fucking crazy. Do we have any like photo evidence? Do we have? I mean,
no. But I did. Jesse Ventura used to have a show called Conspiracy Theories with Jesse Ventura, and he had a episode where he was investigating. I think it was North Carolina during the H1N1 virus. I might be wrong. It might have been bird flu, but he literally like walked into a FEMA camp and it was like pre-dug mass graves and shit like that. Like it was fucking wild.
Like they're just, so that's my point. If fucking dude, it blows my fucking mind that if they're doing this in China, like what happens if they want to do this in, you know, what happens if they want this in America? Like, not saying they do, not saying it's their plan, but what happens if this is like what they want? And like,
Childish Gambino would have a great rap album after that.
Oh man, I don't know. I think Rage Against the Machine would have a great album after that.
Yeah, but a lot of their work focuses on like South America and shit like that.
Okay, so you think Childish Gambino? Who else would have a really good album off of this?
Kendrick Lamar, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Kendrick. I'm just thinking like all rappers.
You're thinking rappers. I know. I'm trying to think of rock. I want to see if Flowbots were still a thing. If they were still.
Dude, Flowbots came out with a fucking song like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I think I remember listening to it. I love Flowbots. And
they're so good.
Oh, man. And
not rappers. Shinedown. No, they're from South Africa. Fuck.
Wait, Shinedown's from South Africa?
Yeah.
Am I fucking high? Did I never know that? Are you real?
Yeah.
Are you damn, dude, what the fuck? I didn't know that. I love Shine. I can't. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure Shinedown is from South Africa.
I feel like my whole life is just flashing before my eyes right now. Jesus Christ. I'm not religious, by the way, so don't think I'm fucking some fucking God-loving person.
He's got the coronavirus.
Dude. That's actually insane. I don't know who it.
I'm pretty sure Shinedown is from South Africa.
That's cool. I think that's fucking wild. Maybe they're hanging out with
another like popular rock band that starts with an S that I can't.
From South Africa. Well, it's not them. It's
other than Slipknot.
or it's from South Africa, so they probably are hanging out with Shinedown. You know.
No, I'm almost 100% positive.
That's cool. I think
like
that's wild.
98% positive.
I'm confused though because he does not sound South African in the slightest. And I think I've heard it. I've listened to stuff with his bandmates and they don't sound it either. But that would actually blow my fucking mind and I'd be totally cool with it. But I don't know, man.
So we haven't had the word of the day here.
I know,
it's
dude.
Driving me crazy. We've been so close.
What's our like? Start. Just give us a small little lead in.
I'll give you a hint. CNN.
Penis. Oh. Dan McElroy. Penis.
CNN, dude. Oh fuck.
Fake news.
CNN virus.
It's fake news.
Fake news. Yes, it is.
I that shit silenced for some
I think every podcast, I think I'm just gonna start the podcast off with fake news. That's probably been our word of the day like three different times.
Yeah, I think this is the third time that's been the word of the day.
But it fits. It always fits in so well.
Yeah,
so
because oh my god, you're pouring them heavy as fuck.
Don't give me that one. Oh my god.
You remember Sam?
I know what one's gonna be mine.
Yeah, that's thank you.
I
Thank
know
you.
exactly
Thank you,
which
Michael.
one's mine.
Oh god. Well, oh no way.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Here. You want to do a tradesy?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, take this. God damn, get that out of my sight. It literally is probably like 1/10 of an ounce less, but I'll take it, dude.
See, these turds don't want to take any shots in their life.
I'll take fucking hella shots. Just Canadian whiskey, you can fuck right off, bud.
Fuck the Canadians.
I think they would say fuck.
God.
I think they would say fuck right oof.
Fuck Ranoof.
Fuck right oof,
I
dude.
can't believe it took you guys this long to say fake news. It fucking blew my mind.
I feel like every time we're not
Dylan
even
almost
thinking.
said it like 30 minutes ago. I was hovering the button. And he's like, it's fake. It's fake. They're reporting bullshit.
I feel like you should have just gave it to you. Whatever. All right, cheers, bitches. Fuck me. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I fucking hate it.
Less bad than last week.
That's not as
No.
bad as the fucking tequila I was doing with fucking Mauer.
Malpal.
Whoa, that was some bad tequila.
Yeah, cheap tequila shots on fucking Valentine's Day. It's a terrible idea, bro.
That was my Valentine's. That
Oh
makes fun.
god, dude.
So we did. I had it in my notes, but we fucking jumped into it
Fuck
earlier. We were talking about
TV.
like the mass burials and the mass burnings. Like, there's no way that these fires are just fucking.
Nah, bro.
There's no way.
No way.
That's why like the people of China are saying that it's like up in the 60,000s deaths compared to the 1,300 that the government's reporting.
Yeah, there's
no fucking way.
it's crazy.
There's no fucking way. I believe, dude. I believe like 40% of what the U.S. government says. I believe like 8% of what the Chinese government says. And that says something.
The only dude, okay, so there's I'm sorry, has anyone seen on YouTube? And I don't mean I really don't know how, but there's a YouTube channel that's like news, which has Asian people, I'm guessing by the looks. I'm not saying for sure. Oh god, that's fucking gross, dude. I'm sorry. Asian people are talking about this, like Asian news channels on YouTube are literally talking about this being a hoax by the government. Like there's Asian people dressed up, looking nice, speaking in English.
Yeah,
Well, I'm very confused. I didn't have time to look into like what
I've seen a lot of fucking videos of fucking
But this is like a news channel on
Yeah,
YouTube,
dude,
and
I've
I
seen-
don't know if it's like an actual news channel or it's strictly for YouTube.
dude,
But they're talking about this being a hoax made by the government. My jaw dropped. I was like, "Are you
dude,
guys
I've
ready
seen
to
a
die?"
lot of shit that's
Like-
been like, oh, the fucking government's fucking producing a lot of this fucking whole fucking everything, dude.
I'm scared. I'm gonna go home tonight. Like,
Dude, bro, I
And
don't
play video games.
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
like,
play video games too, but I
That's
know
all we do when we get done with the podcast. We go home and play video games.
hell yeah, brother.
I can tell you this. I got about fucking 100 pounds of food in my house.
I have nothing at my house. I have maybe peanut butter, and I think that's the only source of food I have at my house.
I have a place to raid.
My house?
No, not your house. I would raid my place and then go to your house.
Don't
Yeah,
everyone who's
yeah.
listening, my house is last. Like if you guys need like someone who's big and tall and could help fuck shit up, like
Read shit off the top shelf.
I'll get you off the top shelf for y'all.
let me know, dude. Because as it stands, I got
If
nothing.
shit pops off, I'm gonna pick up Dylan and Emma in my truck.
Right.
Stop off. We're gonna unload at my spot.
No, I say what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all my buddies, go out to my fucking grandpa's land where he has fucking guns fucking galore,
I know.
fucking
I like
ammo
AJ's
fucking
place, though.
galore.
I like AJ's fucking. That's a good. I don't know where you're fucking.
My grandparents, dude, we got
No, my
four-wheelers.
place is not somewhere to set up. My place
Yo.
is somewhere to raid and
Raid?
then fucking get the fuck out.
My place,
Okay.
we go. I've thought about this
So
a
we
lot.
raid AJ's,
No,
raid mine.
we all
and
go to my grandparents. We say,
Well,
listen,
your place is on the way to Dylan's grandpa's place.
yeah,
not
it's
bad.
pretty.
It's not
It's somewhat
bad.
close. Yeah, we're going to my place, dude. We got fucking four-wheelers. We got hella four-wheelers.
Got
Hella
a hot
fucking
tub,
We
bitches.
lost,
tub,
we lost all our
guns,
guns.
ammo.
We lost all our guns in a fucking boating accident.
What?
Wait, what?
We lost every single one of our guns in a boating accident.
At your house?
We lost every single one of our guns in a boating accident.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
We lost every.
It's code for we don't have guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. Think about how many people don't have fully equipped. We are still a very easily place to be. Like,
Yeah,
people
dude.
think that we are like, oh, we all have guns. We can protect ourselves. Fuck that. Let's get done with this episode. Fuck it. We've been on for how long?
fun.
It's been a long time.
Almost 3 hours.
Jesus Christ.
We could have
just
another
keep
fucking
doing
Wuhan
this.
episode, dude. We could have another Wuhan episode.
We can. If more shit comes around.
Oh, man. It's going to be
do
awesome.
it.
All right,
Yeah,
well, I'll
so-
tell you guys this. Like,
Yeah, that was a kiss
weird.
from Mike.
that's weird. Dude.
Bobcat, thanks for subbing. If you actually did.
Yeah, Bob.
Welcome to the cast.
Thanks for joining the show, the weekly show on YouTube. Thanks for joining us for another wild ride on the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions at the end of the day. Who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Meow.
Been friends for a long time.
Very long.
We love each other a long time.
Probably
yeah.
like 10 plus years, 12 years maybe.
It's
for you now.
over 10, bro.
Oh yeah, way over
10.
that.
Over 10.
I met you in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's been a while.
Been a long motherfucking time.
So yeah, so subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/WRKpod. Help fund the show. We'll be providing more and more fun content on there as the subs grow.
Yes.
I don't know. Follow us on Twitter at WRKpod. Follow us on Instagram at WRKpodcast, where we'll be posting some sexy ass pictures.
Right.
dude.
Sexy ass pictures.
Sexy ass pictures.
Sexy ass
my
pictures.
butt might be out.
Not only the butt, but even the hole.
Also, really quick to throw in there, I think, we love playing video games. We haven't really set it up, but we want to stream playing games and having people come in and just random ass shit to just have more fun with, so you guys could be more connected with us while we're just fucking hanging out and doing everyday things. I think that's we have such a good time.
Mondays,
We have such a good time.
and
You guys
if-
would have
if-
so much fun with us.
We'll put all those links that you can watch us playing games in our website, WRKpodcast.com.
Yeah, and we'll have fucking links to those where you can get to from our...
Yeah, and if you want to see us take sexy, almost naked pictures, like, we'll do that. Like, we're totally cool with that.
All of us.
We just need
Together,
money for it, though.
hugging
That's the
each
thing.
other naked.
Money.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, hit up the Patreon page. There's a fun interview on there. Outside of that, I don't know. I got a lot.
I got shit.
Honestly, just before y'all leave, check it out. We've been growing really, really well. Like, we're still not huge, but I mean, fuck, we've been doing such a good job. We've been growing really, really big. Like, support us, help us get bigger. Like, people are liking this shit. People don't talk about this shit. You go to you look up this shit. You don't even see this type of stuff. For you guys who listen to the end, thank God for you guys listening.
And for the 3rd week in a row, look up Kegro on Mixer.
Kegro on Mixer. He's fucking live streaming games.
WRK podcast sent you.
Yeah, tell him
The thing
WRK
about
sent
us,
you.
man, and you don't get as much fucking we're not here to fucking